Hey people, and welcome to QualityShot and the live stream boxing commentary for this rematch. Right now, we've got George Fox versus Sokolowski. So that's obviously an interesting fight so far. George Fox, a prospect, and Sokolowski, someone who has actually, in some people's eyes, beaten. Actually beat David Adelaide, to be fair, in his recent fight, which Adelaide got the nod, but a lot of people were not happy with him getting that win. So this is quite an interesting test for George Fox, who did put himself forward to fight Alan Babbage, actually, which is interesting, when Lucas Brown popped out. A good left hook there from George Fox, and he looks pretty solid, to be honest with you, the heavyweight. He's very tall, seems to have good dimensions, bit fleshy on the midsection, but good, solid base, to be fair, and looks pretty damn good. Of course, we are also going to have Dennis McCann is going to be on in a bit. He's such an exciting prospect. Southpaw, young, slick, one of Frank Warren's best and favorite fighters. And I'm sure he will do big things. And we've also got Hamza Shiraz as well against Bradley Skeet, which should be a fantastic fight. That's the main and chief undercard fight. And on top of that, we also have the rematch, the big rematch, the one that most of you will be tuning in for, which will be Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yarde. The rematch after Lyndon Arthur did really well against Anthony Yarde in the first match, first fight even. It was a pretty close fight, I thought, to be fair. But Arthur definitely nicked it for me, I think, by about 2 rounds. Definitely controlled the fight with a jab. And to be honest with you, Anthony Yarde just tried to box Lyndon Arthur, which is the wrong thing to do. Shouldn't have tried to box him. It was not the right approach for sure. Just showing some shots here from George Fox. Good left hook and then a good right hand counter from Sokolowski. He's a tricky customer and good little work on the inside. He's a pretty good fighter, Sokolowski, and we saw that against Adelaide. He's no slouch. He really isn't. I'm going to do some round-by-round commentary for the rest of this fight. I think we're going to be going into round 7, if I'm not mistaken. It's an 8-round fight. Yeah, so let's see how this one goes. I think realistically as well, as we enter this 6th round, actually, and George Fox just trying to pour away Sokolowski. Good. Very good work to the body from the pole. Covered in tattoos and white shorts, and George Fox in Lonsdale shorts and GB flags around his belt. This is good work from Sokolowski. George Fox has got a high guard, and he's just trying to find an opening, I think, here. But Sokolowski definitely with a better work here. Good work, jab to the body there as well. George Fox trying to pry open the guard of the pole, but not managing to land at all, really. He's just pouring at him, not doing too much, then goes with the straight right hand to the body. But he looks pretty uncertain. I think those few shots that Sokolowski got him with the counters, they've definitely deterred him from being that expansive. And that's a bit of a shame because we want to see George Fox go to work and be expansive and really show what he's about. And if he could potentially get a stoppage, which isn't looking likely at the moment, it would be a big statement. Yeah, it's a good jab and then left hand from Sokolowski and then good right to the body. He's definitely having the better of this round so far. Kane Dingle Boxing says, is Frankham fighting? I don't think so. Let me just double check that I've actually got the list in front of me here. No, he is. Charles Frankham. Charles Frankham is fighting against Lee Glover. That's going to be a really good fight as well. So just to say, yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, so in terms of fights, so of course at the moment we've got George Fox versus Kamil Sokolowski. I'm pretty sure Charles Frankham hasn't been on yet because we're only half an hour into this. So I'd imagine that he might be on next. Charles Frankham versus Lee Glover. We've got Dennis McCann versus Juan Jose Jurado. That would be interesting. Sam Noakes versus Sean Cooper, really good fight. And Hamza Shiraz versus Bradley Skeet, which I'm really looking forward to. That's actually the one I'm looking forward to the most. We've got Sonny Liston, Ali, very interesting. But yeah. Right, let's see. George Fox doing a bit better work there, getting Sokolowski against the ropes, but then just not unloading. He's definitely tentative, and that's not a good place to be. Thanks, guys, as well for voting. We've got so far in terms of who's going to win Yard 60%, Arthur 40%. Please do remember as well to like the video if you don't mind. It really does help us out liking this video, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're going to be doing a watch along for Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz later tonight as well. So do get involved, and we'll be doing a lot more watch-alongs as we have been doing in the past as well. Good work, better work from George Fox. Good jab, ramrod jab, and then left to the body, and now he's on his toes. Much better, definitely better energy there. He was very cumbersome, kind of going for not doing too much there, George Fox. And then he all of a sudden had an injection of energy and really started using on his toes. If anyone's actually been watching this from the start, let me know how you got the scorecards, because I've only watched the last 2 rounds so far, and I don't give it to George Fox. I think if he wins this, he must be because of good work at the start, but I haven't seen a lot from him, honestly, and that's a little bit concerning, honestly, from him. It just needs to be better. Right, so wins the last 2 rounds here. Sokolowski looks pretty composed, honestly, and he'll be hoping not to get not to get robbed. I'm not sure what the scorecards are like. Well, come on, give me the pundit scorecards. Good overhand right from Sokolowski. George Fox nods in, which means that definitely hurt him. Acknowledgement there to say, "Oh, I'm not hurt," which means he definitely is hurt. Okay, here we go. Oh, just really inactive. Come on, he needs to do more here, George Fox. I mean, if he wants to really win this, he needs to come out and be active in these last 2 rounds. He can't just stand there. I know you don't want to be too expansive and potentially get caught and countered as he has done in a couple of the rounds and previously. But, that's a good catch left hook from George Fox. And then Sokolowski, he's just having a lot of success with those right hands. Too much. All good jabs from George Fox. Here we go. Oh, he's got George Fox up against the ropes. What is going on here? He's just letting him have it. Come on. It's just poor. Really, really poor. Oh, good left hand from John. Good overhand right from Sokolowski. I'll tell you what, I think he's landing the flusher shots here. I genuinely do. A couple of flicked out jabs from George Fox, but nothing substantial, honestly. Yeah, there you go. Double jab and then right hand. Sokolowski with a really good overhand right again. Just keeps on hitting, keeps on finding the target, landing those right hands. Those counter right hands right down the middle. And George Fox has absolutely another right hand. And George Fox shakes his head, but that hurt. I can tell you that now. He's got no answer here. He really doesn't. This is, it's just not good. He's way too open defensively. He is way too open. Needs to work on that. He should not be getting clipped as he is with that right hand down the middle. It's just poor. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, there's a left hook there as well, which landed flush from Sokolowski. And then again, let's Let's see. So jab, and then look at that. He throws a jab, and straight away Sokolowski, he counters with the right hand. And there's so many right hands being thrown here on the replay. And every single one catching George Fox flush. I would love to see the success percentage of that shot thrown. I mean, you'd imagine it's 50% at least. Guys, as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. It really does help us out. And do also subscribe to the channel. It really is helpful. I do appreciate it. Or last round here. Good left to the body from Sokolowski. Oh, good again. Or uppercut, and then it's a left from Sokolowski. He misses the target of George Fox so that time. Good head movement from the big Brit. Or good jab, though, from the pole. Right hand doesn't land, though. But again, he's just too inactive here, George Fox, and he's getting clipped. He's a big target to the body, and Sokolowski's cashing into the body there as well. Tries to go for the right hand, misses, doesn't land flush. And the pole so far he's had the most. I think he's won the last 3 rounds, honestly. I don't see how George Fox wins this unless he's completely blitzed the pole in the first few rounds, which I didn't see, to be fair. But I mean, you guys let me know if you're watching. Let me know if you saw the first few rounds. How did they go? Because at the moment, I'm struggling, honestly, to give it to anyone else but Sokolowski at the moment. And to be fair, he should have got the win against. He should have got the win against Adelaide, shouldn't he? Okay, here we go. Good jab from George Fox. Yeah, and again. Oh, good right hand from George Fox. But then again, straight away Sokolowski with a right, straight down the pipe. Jab to the body from George Fox, and then a right to the solar plex of George Fox from Sokolowski. He's looking a lot. He just looks a lot stronger, honestly. He's almost old manning George Fox here, honestly. George Fox trying to be slick and just not really having a lot of success, honestly. The jab looks quite good when he's firing off and he's managing to land. But everything else is just telegraph. Big right hand, completely misses the target. He just looks a little bit too slow. That's better work. Good, really good. Quick work to the body from George Fox there. And the the bell goes. Sokolowski puts his hand up, as is George Fox. I would be very surprised if George Fox gets that. I would be very, very surprised. Right, let's see what the commentators are saying. Surely he gets the nod. Let's have a look. I mean, look at these right hands. I mean, surely you cannot ignore the fact that he's had the better work. You just can't. You really can't. Oh, there we go. So they're going to have the scorecard's coming. Oh, he's won. There we go. And he should have got the win as well. He should have. He really should have. That's a big upset. Kamil Sokolowski gets the win against George Fox. I told you it wouldn't be an easy fight, and it wasn't. It wasn't. He completely schooled George Fox. And George Fox looks disappointed. But to be honest with you, he cannot complain about the decision. It was the right call. It really was. And Kamil Sokolowski, he looks happy, and he should. And to be fair, he should have got that win against David Adelaide. And he's got the win here against George Fox, and he should have got this as well. And he has got it. George Fox will come again. He looks like he's got promise as a youngster. Needs to polish up his game. I'm not quite sure about the matchmaking. I know Sokolowski obviously technically lost to Adelaide, but Adelaide really lost that match. I don't think Adelaide would want to get back in with him. George Fox is definitely a fighter who can improve, but he just looks a little bit cumbersome and way too susceptible to the right hand over the top. He really is. Guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. A few of you in the chat. Let's have a look at the poll as well. So far, 50% of you have said you think Arthur will win, 50% Yard. Keep the votes coming in. Please do remember to like the video if you're watching on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Twitter, do like the stream if you don't mind, and retweet, and also get involved in terms of Twitch as well. If you're watching on Twitch, get involved, follow us, and like the stream. Just having a look at the clip, at the highlights here, and you can just see the better clean shots, all from Sokolowski. Some decent work from Fox. Look, jabs, a couple of good right hands, and some shots to the body. But in terms of volume, of quality and volume in general, it was all Sokolowski. The right hand down the pipe, the straight right hand was just so effective throughout the whole fight. The overhand right as well. Just everything from that right side. George Fox struggled to sight it early enough to get out of the way, really, and be defensively capable, honestly. And it is a shame because he clearly has some talent, but some defensive frailties there for sure, and doesn't seem to have concussive power to knock out someone like Sokolowski, who's got a very good chin, honestly. So a very, very fair decision, has to be said. And he should have got the nod, and he did. And that's what you want to see, right? You want to see someone... you want to see someone deserving to win, and that's exactly what happened. He got the win, and he deserved to win. So really good from Kamil Sokolowski. And Hara says, what time does the main fight start? I think it starts around 10. Around 10, so that's when it'll start. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. Hit the like button. It really does help out the channel. We're growing. And please do remember to also subscribe to the channel as well. It really does help us out. We will be doing Devin Haney later on tonight against Jojo Diaz. So do get involved with that fight as well. Hara says, what's your predictions? So I've got Dennis McCann, I think, will win later. I think he might be on next. Hamza Shiraz against Bradley Skeet. Hamza Shiraz for me. Then, of course, we've got the big fight, the main fight, which is Lyndon Arthur versus... Anthony Yarde 2. To be honest with you, I think a lot of people will think that Yarde will get revenge, and I can see why. I think it's going to be a very tough fight. I think it's very tough to call. I think in terms of boxing IQ, I feel like Yarde's got the slight edge. And, I think, it's one of those fights where, smart money is on Yarde winning on points, Yarde winning by KO, or Lyndon winning on points. But I'm going to go with Lyndon, but I don't know. I mean, I'm really just giving you a prediction because, but I kind of give him like a 52% chance. I just think it's that close. It really is. It really, really is. So we've actually got a different fight coming on. It won't be Bradley Skeet. It will be, I'll actually let you guys know exactly which fight is on next. It's going to be Carol Itomo versus Tamas Laska. So interesting fight. Check that out. Let me know your guys' predictions as well. Get liking the video, get subscribing to the channel, get voting as well, and get involved in the chat because the more the merrier. And I will get to all your questions. I really will because that's what I'm about. So Horace says, where is the fight happening? Is it London or Manny? It's at the Copper Box in London. What time is Hamza? I want to watch that. So Hamza Shiraz will be right before the main fight. So I would imagine he will be on at around 9:15. So yeah, I think that's when he'll be on, to be fair. And so next up, we've got Carol Otomo. So Otoma, even, sorry. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'm going to kind of go through it now. So this is at light heavyweight as well, by the way, at 175. So 4-0 is Carol Otama. How do you pronounce it? Otama? Otama. I'm going to go Otama. Only 21 years of age, 6'1", so a big lad for 175 light heavyweight. Tamas Laska is 1927, so a losing record, 24 years of age. So he's already become a journeyman, though, and he's had a lot of fights for a 24-year-old. Yeah, interesting. So that was actually the first fight of the card. That is the first fight of the card that was. So we've got a lot to get through. I'm really looking forward to this, man. Flipping out. So we've still got Masood Abdullah, who I've had on the channel, by the way. The interview is in the boxing interview playlist. So do check it out. Masood Abdullah, really nice guy. Had him on. He is really, really cool, actually. And he's a good fighter. Good prospect coming through. Dennis McCann, I can't wait to see him fight. He's a real talent. It's so exciting. Umar Khan as well. Interesting. He's obviously really good friends with Hamza Shiraz. He's a young fighter coming through. Charles Frankham versus Lee Glover. That'd be a really good fight. Sam Noakes, Sean Cooper. This is a good card. I'm going to enjoy this. Fendi says, fight's going to be good. I have Arthur via decision. Yeah, I think it's quite hard to disagree. He says, who do you have for Arthur versus Yard? I'm actually going to go for the same. But I don't want it to come across as if I'm saying that that's definitely going to be the case. I can see that happening. I really can. But we shall see. We shall see how it all pans out. Guys, please remember to like the video if you don't mind. It really does help us out. Liking the video, it doesn't cost you anything. It's quick and easy. It's a big thumbs up button. And do subscribe to the channel as well. Helps out a great deal. And click the notification bell as well to get alerted to all the new videos. We are going to be doing more watch-alongs as we have been doing. We're going to be doing Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz later on as well. It says, who would you rather win, Yard or Arthur? I don't mind. All I want, though, is that I think whoever wins, I'd like to see face the winner of Callum Johnson versus Joe Smith Jr., which obviously is a world title fight for the WBO light heavyweight title. Whoever wins that, I would like to fight the winner of this. I don't know if that will happen. There's talks about it, but I don't mind. I like both guys. Rory Brockway says, when is Arthur versus Yard? It should be, Ring Walks are saying around 10 o'clock. Fendi says, what about the keys to victory for Yard? Keys for victory for Yard, to be honest with you, are a few things. I think number one, he's going to have to be more aggressive. I don't think he can get into a boxing match. He needs to get into a fight. He needs to drag Lyndon Arthur into more of a scrap. Of course, he can't just come out swinging. Like, for example, Teofimo Lopez did against George Kambosos Jr. He can't expect to get him out in one round, but he needs to be more selective. He needs to make sure he's throwing more power punches. He needs to set Lyndon up nicely. He really does. And if I was Anthony Yard, I'd go to the body more. The biggest thing about a mover, the biggest way I feel to stop a mover in his tracks is by going to the body. You want to go to the body, you want to go big to the body, right? You want to make sure that you're working on that from round one. So then it slows down the mover and then it makes him more of a still target to then attack the head. Now, that's what I would suggest. And again, I'm not a trainer. I'm not Tunde Jai. I'm not Anthony. I'm not a professional boxing trainer. But that's how I see it. I think he obviously needs to let Lyndon Arthur feel the power early on as well. He obviously felt some of it in that 12th round of the last fight. But yeah, he should not be boxing. He should not be trying to flick out the jab. He's a smaller guy. He needs to be a lot better. He really does in terms of his strategy and making sure he doesn't pull his punches. And he'll need to try and stop, he'll need to stop Lyndon Arthur moving as well as he can. All right, so Right, so Horace says, what time is the Haney fight? So I think from what I know, yeah, if anybody says undercard probably starts at 1 a.m. UK, so 1 a.m. Sunday, so yeah, like tonight for the fight. So yeah, it starts at 1 a.m. I think the undercard, and he's saying, I guess around 4 for that. Yeah, it's around 4 a.m. I think is what they're saying for sure. I agree. I think 100%. I'm looking forward to that. Kane Dingle Boxing says, key for Yard, come forward, throw the kitchen sink from round one, roughhouse him, dirty boxing, plant his feet toe-to-toe and throw a big, dirty knockout punch. You know what? You got a really good point. It's so hard to disagree. I 100% agree with you, Kane Dingle Boxing. Thanks for joining. I think you're new here. But yeah, like, get involved. Get involved. Yeah, I agree. He needs to do that. Like, exactly what Kane Dingle said here. I 100% agree. I couldn't have put it better myself. That, I think, for me, is what he needs to do. The only issue that Yard is going to have with that tactic, and the tactic that we both are saying, I think, though, is his gas tank. How good is his gas tank? Because he gassed out against Kovalev. So we've got a 6-round fight here, by the way. It's Atoma. Oh, I need to get his right. Atoma versus Lasker. So he's actually a southpaw as well. So southpaw light heavyweight, 6'1". Damn, that's good. He looks sharp, man. He looks really sharp, Atoma. Anyway, but yeah, it's just all about, dude. It's all about his gas tank, because if he gasses out in the mid rounds, he could potentially get out of there. He could get stopped by, like how he did against Kovalev, just being exhausted. And if, Arthur can control the jab, so he needs to take away that jab. And the way to do that, as you say, is to get on the inside ASAP. And as often as possible, make it uncomfortable for Lyndon Arthur. Horace says, anyone else can join today? Oh, he's out. Atoma's come. He stopped Lasker. He stopped Lasker in the first round here. What a performance. Wow. Not bad, eh? Not bad at all. He looks like a good little fighter here. Early doors, but 6'1", southpaw, light heavyweight, got power. Oh, he stopped the fight. Oh, he's saying I'm ready. The fighter's saying I'm ready. He's saying, no, I'm okay. But the ref's called it off. Interesting. He's not happy with the stoppage, but I don't think he can carry on. He's done. He's not happy at all. Horace says, anyone else joining you today? Yeah, Mohammad should be. Mohammad should be joining. Horace says, you're going to stay up or wake up for Haney fight? I'll wake up. So it's actually body work. I was body work. And he then... Why has he called it off? Why has the ref called that off? There's a couple of body shots, and then he hasn't even gone onto his knees yet. And then the ref just called it off. What's he doing? That is ridiculous refereeing. Oh my gosh. You can't just stop the fight like that. What is the ref doing? Oh, that's poor refereeing. Poor. Kane says, like Lopez did to Isaac Lowe last night. Yeah, that was a really good win, wasn't it, for Lopez? It really was against Isaac Lowe yesterday. Really good win. Right, so Fendi says Arthur needs to use the jab and box him, wait for him to tie. Then if he wants to stop him. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I agree. Like, that's what he needs to do. He needs to use his jab, box him, keep him at range. Don't let him come on the inside. Make sure that he's at arm's length, and then just wait for Yard to tire. He wins by TKO here, Atama, and he looks good, but that's really poor refereeing. It's not the fighter's fault. Yeah, it's not good to see, is it? Fendi Princess, I think after by unanimous decision or likely Yard TKO. Yeah, I think that's the safe money, isn't it? I mean, if you're going to bet, which I don't. Hafiz Yard Mamoon says, what's this crap? Yeah, the refereeing is poor there. Fenley says, "What's your prediction for the Haney fight?" I got Haney unanimous decision. Yeah, I've got unanimous decision as well. As we welcome Mohammad. Harris says, "Very poor refereeing. I don't know why he stopped it. There was absolutely no need to stop that fight. It was just, it was like he hadn't even gone onto his knees yet. It was body shots, and I can see he was hurt. But the fighter was the journeyman, only 24 years of age, was not happy whatsoever." Harris says, "What's your thoughts on the Lopez loss?" Oh, mate. Hi, Mohammad. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Just getting up to speed. Was it the Sokolowski fight that you just seen?
Sokolowski, we'd already seen that. That was against George Fox. He actually beat George Fox. I know you covered the David Adelaide fight, didn't you, against Sokolowski, where Adelaide actually should have lost that fight in one of the other previous shows. I think you did the watch along for it. So he didn't get the decision there. He got the decision here, though, against George Fox. He definitely was better, throwing a lot of good right hands down the pipe and countering nicely. And we've just seen only a one-round fight here because a prospect, 21-year-old light heavyweight, southpaw with a bit of power, Karol Atama, beat journeyman Laska from Hungary, I think, and stopped him in the first round via TKO. Body shots, the poor refereeing, stopped the fight before he'd even gone to his knees. But yeah.
So what, early stoppage then? Or...
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been. First round, but it shouldn't have been. Horace, actually, I'm going to start you off because you joined, and I'll chuck you right into the deep end. Horace says, "What's your thoughts on the Lopez loss, the Teofimo Lopez loss?" We did the watch along, so I'll get your opinion on that, actually.
Yeah, sure. And hi everyone. So I'm a bit delayed coming onto this. My thoughts on the Lopez fight is it was, the decision was justified. Kambosos easily won that fight. We did the scores for it. Obviously, Lopez saying that he was winning 10 out of 12 rounds was obviously ridiculous. I just think Kambosos did a really good job of just boxing really well and trying to stay out of the pocket and neutralize Lopez's otherwise quite aggressive boxing tactics. He fought well. He deserved to win. We'll have to see what happens for Lopez now, given the fact that obviously, Lopez was in such a good position after that fight.
What's really interesting today? An article's come out today, so I agree with everything you said. An article's come out today saying that a doctor has examined Teofimo Lopez after the fight and said that he's lucky not to be dead because the boxer was found to have fought with air in his chest during the George Kambosos Jr. fight. And apparently they're saying that if he was caught like in a solar plexus because he had trapped air, he could have died and he could have had a collapsed lung.
Who, Lopez?
So basically they're saying, and if that's true, which I'm just going to assume it is, I'm not going to assume any conspiracy, but if that's true, then that, you would imagine would have contributed a little bit to him not maybe looking himself. I think there was probably a little bit of, what's the word? There's definitely was a case of taking George Kambosos for granted, thinking that he was going to be an easy fight. But hopefully it looks like he's okay and he can recover. But that's quite an interesting one that's just come out.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
No, it's only come out today.
I still think he must have taken the fight seriously though, right? Because he beat Loma. Like he was the man at that point. He wanted to obviously retain the belts and the title and the prestige of having just beaten Loma and supposedly cracked the Loma code. And for him to then lose to Kambosos is obviously not something he wanted to do. So I'm glad that he wasn't hurt that much that he could have, for example, died.
He didn't know. So apparently he didn't know, right? He was just during the fight he had it, and then after the fight they examined him and said you were fighting with this in your chest, and because they don't normally do a medical check right before the fight, if I'm not mistaken. So that might be why.
But what on to Kambosos? Let's see him fight Loma. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. And since we've talked, of course, Amir Khan versus Kell Brook's been announced. The biggest fight of the century.
Probably the biggest fight of history of boxing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this will go down in the books. It'll be above
Mayweather Pacquiao.
Frazier, Ali will be above Pacquiao, Mayweather, Hagler, Hearns, above all of these. Khan,
Liston, Ali,
goes way above these fights. It transcends
top 5 fights of all time.
So I'm really looking forward to this historical bout. Totally going to be really interesting.
This is Mike Tyson versus David Tua for March 2022. Don't know what to say to that. We've got a few comments on Yard and stuff as well, so we'll go through these as we've got a break in between fights. I don't know, did you see the round table with Yard and Arthur from BT? I watched it. I don't know if you saw it, Mohammad, as he's frozen, I think. But with his mouth open as well. Lovely. But yeah, I mean, that was, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Yard versus Arthur is fiery, that round table. Obviously, a little bit like the gloves are off that Sky do. They did a similar one. Carl Frampton in the middle. I thought he was really good, Carl. And they're just showing some highlights of it now. And I thought he was really good.
Sorry, my connection dropped just.
That's fine. I was just saying, did you see the round table between Yard and Arthur on BT Sport, like similar to similar to Gloves Are Off, or no? Because it was quite interesting.
No, I saw the press conferences, but I didn't see the round table.
when Pat Barrett was like, I'm gonna punch your face in, he goes, "You ain't punching no one."
To be fair, I think they've done a really good job of selling the fight.
Yeah.
They've done
a rematch as well, right? It's upset as well for the first fight. It was a close one. I agree. They've done a really good job.
And the first fight was not in front. And correct me if I'm wrong. I just watched the first fight again just to remind myself. First fight wasn't in front of fans as well, right? It was
behind closed doors,
like a COVID safe type of fight. So you could just hear their own team talking. And I just think, given the hype of having a proper crowd, that will definitely have an impact as well on the psychology of the fighters and the approach to the fight. It might make them become a bit more risky in trying to go for the knockout, try and please the crowd. The crowd will start booing if they do a lot of because if you look at the first fight, the amount of feinting they had throughout that whole fight, it was very, very it was a boxing fight. It was a proper boxing fight. It wasn't a brawl. Like, they actually really were feinting, jabbing, and slip and sliding, all that kind of stuff. Hardly any proper brawly type of parts within that first fight. So I think you'll have a bit more explosiveness in this fight, because I think
you have to, right? Because Yard, he tried to box and he shouldn't. He's not that type of fighter. He tried to box a boxer and he should have come out, which a lot of people have said in the comments that Yard needs to throw hands earlier on. The only issue Yard might have is Yard going to gas later on? Right? That's the problem. Is Yard going to gas later on? Because we saw against Kovalev where he gassed out. But what I would like to really see, as I showed Dennis McCann, he's going to come on next. That's going to be really exciting. We're going to do the comms round by round for that, because that's going to be really exciting to see. But what I would say is that the winner of this fight, Yard versus Arthur, or Arthur versus Yard 2, I would love to see face the winner of Callum Johnson versus Joe Smith Jr. So I don't know if you know, Mohammad, but basically the WBO title for light heavyweight is now occupied by Joe Smith Jr., who's a big puncher. Callum Johnson, who fought Arthur Beterbiev, managed to drop him, but then got knocked out himself. Callum Johnson, big puncher as well. He's going to be facing Joe Smith Jr., and whoever wins that, I'd like to face the winner of this. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah. G-Goat says, Yard must remember that lions are in the camp and empty the tank. He's trolling, Goat. You're trolling. Because I don't know if you know, but in the first fight, there was videos circulating that Yard was saying, basically trying to get advice from Tunde when he was getting outboxed a little bit. And there's a clip and basically Tunde saying, empty lions in the camp, empty the tank. But it was in response to what Yard had said, so it was taken out of context. I think which is a bit harsh, but yeah. Kane Dingle Boxing says, when Yard starts throwing hands, Lyndon needs to meet him in the center, fight fire with fire, 2 big lumps having a go in the ring. That's what the fans want to see. That's what the fans want to see, but that is not the smartest thing for for Lyndon Arthur to do, because if he does that, he's in a hell of a lot of trouble, because he can get clipped. He doesn't have as much power as Anthony Yard, and that's not the right option. But in terms of from a fan-friendly point of view, for sure, There's quite a few in the chat as well. I think around 25 of you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like the video if you don't mind. It's a big thumbs up button. Really does help out the channel. And do subscribe to the channel as well. We are growing. And we are also going to be doing Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz, which is probably like 4 a.m. UK time. We won't be staying up. We'll be waking up for that. So that'll be good fun as well. But do get involved. We're doing a lot more watch-alongs. Mohammad does a lot of them. I'll hand over the reins to him for the comms, like play-by-play, and be a secondary commentator. But yeah, do get involved. We are growing, and we appreciate all the support. Fenny says, who are both your lightweights, I guess, top 5? He says, mine are Kambosos, number 1, 2 Haney, 3 Tank, 4 Loma, 4 Tio. Obviously, I guess Ryan Garcia might be in the mix as well, potentially, but I don't know. I'll ask you actually, Mohammad, what's your top 5 top lightweights?
I think that top 5 sounds fine. As you suggested, Garcia would probably be thrown in there, maybe replace Garcia with Teo, I guess. And I mean, Loma's obviously in there, and Kambosos is in there, and Tank is in there. So I'm not sure about the others per se, but I would put at least them in there. It's quite a moving division now, isn't it? Really, there's a lot of changes of belts recently, and a lot of upsets in that particular division. So I think maybe a few more fights before we get further consolidation of where everyone stands, I guess, as well.
Yeah, agreed. I think for me, I would have 1 Kambosos, 2 Loma, 3 Haney, 4 Tio, 5 Tank. And the reason why I have Tank at 5 is because he's not really beaten anyone substantial at lightweight yet. He's beaten people at like featherweight, super featherweight, and also, to be honest, he's only won regular belts, which I don't really rate that highly. Honestly, he is, in terms of, I'm more ranking this based on resumes and wins rather than just talent, because I think Tank, if you want to base it just on talent, he's probably in the top, definitely top 3. But that's kind of what I have. And Kambosos, I think, has the right to be number 1 because of how he fought against Lopez. Ergon also says Billy Joe Saunders to fight Jake Paul in Jan 2022. Definitely trolling. Fenny says, I think winner of Yard versus Arthur should fight Boatsi. I would love to see that fight, but it's not going to happen, is it? I really hope it does, but I doubt it with across different platforms, BT and obviously now DAZN, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren. Like, I would love to see it. I would, but I don't think it will. I think hopefully we see that fight after both guys have a title. So if like Yard has a title and say Boatsi, and they unify that, I think there's more chance of it happening with that. But I can't see them fighting if there's no world title on the line. Goat says 1 Loma, 2 Loma, 3 Loma, 4 Loma, 5, and 6 Kambosos. Gigo, you are trolling, but I like it. It's fine.
In terms of Loma was injured, right, in the Lopez fight. He wasn't himself.
Yeah, but then so was Lopez.
Make the argument that Lopez is that Loma's still,
But then you can make the argument that Lopez is injured against Kambosos, then is Lopez.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Like, on. No, you can't make that.
But you can. Yeah. Hold on. Let's be honest. If what's been said is true, and he did have that in his chest, on top of also his shoulder was injured after. But all I'm saying is, I don't think there should be excuses for either fighter. Like, we can't have it both ways. You can't be like, oh, because Loma's my favorite fighter and he got injured. I know you love Loma, but you can't be like, oh, Loma because he's injured, and then if Lopez is injured, he's talking rubbish. I know he was deluded after, but you have to remember that Loma also thought he won clearly after the Lopez fight. He was deluded as well. So, I just think we've got to be fair to both fighters, and I think I genuinely think it's very hard to say who's the best at lightweight, even though Kambosos won, until we see more people fight each other. But they're all fantastic fighters, and I can't wait to see them fight. As Dennis McCann, 10-0, 6 KOs, 20 years of age, southpaw as well. He is a beast of a talent, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I'll let Mohammad, if you want, I'll let you do the comms. We can take turns actually for fights if you want, doing primary. So if you want to do the comms, then I'll do like secondary commentating for this one, and then the next one I can do and stuff. We can probably do it like that.
Yeah, sure. I haven't seen Dennis McCann that much. I've seen one of his fights where his his it might have been his last fight actually that he had, where he didn't look that amazing per se, but I guess his opponent really wasn't doing much anyway.
Yeah. He's bantamweight. So, we're about to start. We're about to start. I think. Are you about to start on your stream?
Not on mine. They're still announcing the fighters on my side.
Already, you should go watch live. Refresh it. It says Nigel Benn versus Conor Benn in a no titles match.
I might refresh my thing right now.
Yeah, Goat says, I just think he's the best base of what I've seen in the ring. As we start here, I'll wait for Mohammad before he does the comms. But Dennis McCann starting here, and good jab. Oh, Gerardo's coming out swinging. He is trying to put pressure on Dennis McCann from the off here, the Argentinian. This is interesting. He's 15-4, Gerardo, so he's not a bad fighter. Well, record-wise anyways. Dennis McCann, southpaw, good right hand there. Good backhand from Dennis McCann. Just clipping Gerardo. Nothing hugely flash there. Gerardo just he's on Dennis McCann's chest. He's on Dennis McCann's chest. That's interesting. Right, here we go. Okay, ref telling them to... Okay, interesting. Don't know, stopping it there. There's no need for that.
You at 2 minutes 28?
Oh, I'm at 2:02 left.
Mate, I am way back. Let me try and refresh it again.
Well, just sign out and sign back in. Round 1 of 8, 153 left here. Dennis McCann, I think, there's not really much in this round, but he's had a couple of decent, clean shots, especially with that backhand. That's a good uppercut as well with the lead right hand from Dennis McCann. And then, a little bit of a headlock there with Gerardo going. He's dipping his head low, so then McCann ends up potentially getting tangled. He told McCann, you can't headlock him there, as he then tries to uppercut him. Here we go. McCann looks very, very slick, doesn't he? I mean, he's definitely an exciting talent. Needs to get these learning fights in, though, for sure. Good right hand to the body there from Dennis McCann. Gerardo trying to come forward. Dennis McCann just gallops out of range there, backwards. And then hands up from Gerardo. Tries to come in. He's trying to, I think, work the body there, Gerardo, but just not quite managing to have any success there. McCann just too sharp at the moment. Yeah, there you go. Just a couple of pouring jabs from McCann. Not landing good guard there from Gerardo. He really wants to just dip down and work the body. He's just not managing to yet. Good right hand from Dennis McCann. Gerardo he's literally got his head on Dennis McCann's chest, and he's just throwing winging hooks, but they're not really landing. They're kind of really just weak shots. It's bizarre. It's really, really bizarre. Here we go. A couple of jabs missing there. Gerardo trying to go punch down with the right hand as McCann dips but misses. Yeah, just a kind of pouring right hand down the middle from McCann, then a right to the body. McCann working on Gerardo as he's up against the ropes here. He's just trying to be clean with his work here. Oh, hold on. Oh, Gerardo's turned McCann around. Oh, this is a firefight. Hello. Great. Really good from Gerardo. Really, really good. I don't know why he's done that. I hate the glove tap. I really hate the glove tap at the end of the round. It's so unnecessary. You're fighting someone. Stop, tapping gloves with them at the end of the round. It's the first round as well. But that was good. That was a really good little
I assume your round ended on your side. Okay,
yeah, just ended, yeah.
Yeah,
so that was McCann just pushing Gerardo into the ropes. And then Gerardo did really well here. He just swivels. It was actually, he hurt. So McCann hurt Gerardo. Gerardo manages to then swivel around and then comes back at McCann. McCann just managed to stagger Gerardo backwards there. Really good. It's the backhand from McCann doing the damage here. And the first round definitely to McCann. G-Goat says, I just think he's the best base of what I see in the ring, mentioning Loma. Kane Dingle says, Callum Johnson is the best British light heavyweight, but Yard and Lyndon are world level. All have world champ potential, agreed. Same with Boatsi as well. Eddie Hall is going to box Frank Bruno. Carlton Hepburn says, any links? I don't. It's all on BT Sport, mate. So if you've got BT Sport, you can watch it there live. Otherwise, feel free to get involved here and hear our comms as well. And hope you enjoy it.
Right, I'm 244. now. 2:43.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you're okay. You're like
Okay-ish?
1 second behind. Yeah, you're
fair.
fine.
Okay.
Go on, I'll let you go.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, cool. It's working out. All right, so I was just telling the fighters off. Yeah, back to it. So yeah, McCann working the jab quite well right now. His right hand. Gerardo just, I guess, just keeping a high guard for now. But McCann is starting to try and walk him down and back him into the ropes. Bit of a low left thrown by McCann, but referee doesn't do anything about it.
Low blow, as Omicron would say. Low blow. Swinging wildly there,
McCann
wow.
trying it. Yeah, well, McCann trying a left hook, which misses as well. And McCann looking really sharp in the center of the ring. Nice left thrown by McCann that breaks through Gerardo's guard. And a left thrown by McCann again, which Gerardo blocks with his right glove.
Catches him with a shot in. He's stiffened his legs.
A nice uppercut as well by McCann. And I don't think this fight will go the distance, to be fair. But, Gerardo might be really, really, really tough. He might just be able to take this much time. Gerardo against the ropes and taking quite a bit of damage there. McCann starting to unleash a bunch of punches through a nice uppercut as well. Or a nice left thrown by McCann. Gerardo was coming off the ropes. And Gerardo trying to come forward with something of his own. But ultimately missing as McCann throws a left hook followed by an uppercut. Gerardo trying to keep a high guard to avoid taking all this damage.
So Gerardo was 15-0 before losing his last 4 fights.
But against who?
So to people who were 22-3, 15-0, 10-2, 8-2. Before that, his wins were against people 9-1, 11-1 draw, 15-2. Then all people losing records. So a mixed bag for sure.
Nice left thrown by McCann. Yeah, Gerardo is they're both having their moments of swinging wildly, but I think Gerardo is swinging more wildly than McCann, and he's getting caught with a lot of counter punches as he tries to throw his own. McCann's done some really good works, especially after trying to get Gerardo against the ropes, and it looks like Gerardo's already bleeding from his nose. That ends the second round on my screen. I'd obviously give that 10-9 to McCann, so McCann up by 2.
Yeah, I agree. Gerardo is that typical fighter, pressure, come forward, literally almost at times his chin, his head against the chest of the opponent, and then just trying to throw winging blows. Ergin Osman saying roast chicken versus roast beef Sunday. Oh god. K-Niggle Boxer says when journeyman throwback. Yeah, I mean it's difficult to call him a journeyman because he's 15-4, but he's definitely, I think now, if he keeps on losing like this, he definitely will have that type of that kind of I guess reputation for sure.
He's ranked 5th out of in Argentina.
Yes, that's not great, is it? To be fair, it's not great at all.
Guys,
there's over 30 of you in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. It's a big thumbs up button. Really does help us out, and do subscribe to the channel.
Yes, please.
Third round double jab
underway, and
backhand, nice. Wow.
Yeah, McCann really starting to, he's really comfortable now in this fight, really letting his hands go. Bearing in mind it's an 8-round fight. Nice uppercut by McCann as well, and Gerardo against the ropes again. McCann's done a very good job of just getting Gerardo against those ropes and then unleashing with a bunch of punches.
Yeah. He almost looks a little bit scared. Not scared, but he looks a little
Gerardo
bit...
using the peekaboo.
Mike Tyson in the house.
Yeah, we got Mike Tyson here in this.
Even though he's only got 1 KO.
Oh, that's Gerardo. Yeah. So I mean, you kind of think what's Gerardo's aim here? He's just ate a left hook coming in, and
McCann wants him out of here.
McCann wants him out of here. I think if he wants to be. If he wants to be seen seriously, he wants to get the guy out of the ring.
This is where Mohammad calls him a bum, probably.
No, he's not a bum for now. Bearing in mind he's 5th in Argentina, so that's not easy. No, I mean, you can't say that. They produce good fighters in South America.
They do. Yeah, Maidana, mate. This guy could be the next Maidana.
Absolute legend.
He's just punched him against the ropes. Literally, he's gone flying back against the ropes. Surely the ref might stop it here.
He's throwing
back though. He's throwing back.
Oh, he's throwing back. Yeah, the referee won't stop it. Won't go for a stoppage if he's not throwing back. If he is throwing back, will he? So, 1 minute 20-ish left on my screen here. Yeah, Gerardo not really producing as much currently against the ropes, and McCann just unleashing a bunch of punches through Gerardo's guard straight down the middle.
Yeah, good accuracy, a good punch to the body there as well. It's good. He's been trying to work the body as well, which is good for breaking down and then goes mixing up body and head. And Gerardo looked good first round, I thought, like in spurts, obviously. Some good pressure, but since that kind of the second half of that first round, that's it.
In that weight class, Gigo, in that weight class, in terms of Gerardo being fifth in Argentina.
In weight class, no
banter. Yeah,
banter. I guess there's guys who's going to win out of Tommy Fury and Jake Paul, which we will be covering. That's next week.
Yeah, well, Fury,
mate. In fact, I think there'll be three of us. I think Kevin wants to do that as well, so that'll be good fun if there's three of us.
Both fighters just in the center of the ring right now. Nice body shot thrown by McCann. And you do think, what can Gerardo do, really? I mean, I think the percentage of Gerardo winning this is probably 1%. I mean, it's highly unlikely unless somehow he manages to catch McCann with some sort of amazing power punch while McCann is getting too comfortable or something. Anyway, end of the third round, 10-9 to McCann again.
Agreed. Yeah, dominating here. I think it's just a matter of time until
this opponent's too easy. Well, I'm not gonna say
I'm
not saying Gerardo's a bum, but McCann obviously he's working through different opponents and bringing himself up in the level so that he then starts fighting people who are more.
Yeah, of course. He needs the rounds. He needs the experience to hone his craft, right? And that's why. I mean, look, this guy. We can be honest, is not the best fighter. But in saying that, he doesn't have a horrific record. He's a come forward fighter. He doesn't have any power, though. But he was on McCann's chest from really the first second. So it's a different kind of, I guess, look and type and style to look at. And then to combat. Shooting back saying any linked crack stream is down. Unfortunately not. Only BT Sport because we're a legal YouTube channel. We
have to do it legally. Yes. We have a Discord.
We do.
That's what I'm going to say.
Yes. Discord is actually in the chat. In fact, I'll pin it in the chat.
You can do that while I mention. So fourth round underway. Yeah, McCann very much the same here. He's coming forward, throwing punches and bunches. Oh, Gerardo coming forward with his own, but just eating a bunch of counters, to be honest. Gerardo trying to throw a right hook followed by an uppercut, but McCann keeping his gloves high and avoiding being caught flush in any way. But we see Gerardo now trying to walk forward himself, but just getting caught with so many punches on his way in. And I'm starting to think what the reach advantage is for this fight and the height advantage, because I feel like McCann's got a significant reach advantage over Gerardo. He just doesn't seem like he needs to almost fight on the inside, and that's not good because he's just going to open himself up to punches.
That was a good right hand there, wasn't it? Short right hand from McCann, leading with it, and then I thought it was a lot bigger than it was, to be fair, but it looked good the way he threw it. But he's just
nice left hook as well by McCann just now.
He's just firing off, isn't he? Really, at will.
He is. He's very comfortable, and he's dominating this fight. It's quite clear he's dominating this fight.
Agreed.
I mean, props to Gerardo for still being up and not being knocked down at this stage. I mean, he's taken a lot of punishment.
He has.
And I mean, I can imagine he's probably very frustrated by this point because he's finding it very difficult to get to McCann.
Yeah. I do think you have to be a certain type of person to be a journeyman, don't you? Because you're basically going in there to pretty much lose, but give your all, right? But you know that your level's not quite good enough to make it as, the A side. So you're always the B side.
Yeah.
But it's almost like it's a really weird. I feel like you have to have a very interesting mentality to make that work, because you still have to work hard in the gym and come in shape, and obviously, it's interesting. It really is.
Oh, he's 35, Gerardo. You know that?
I guess if you just like a fight, right? If you like a fight, then I guess boxing,
I mean,
to get paid for it.
He's not going to be a world title challenger, but he tests people coming up. Ultimately, that's what a lot of journeymen do, don't they? So they get the rounds in and they test people, and they're usually hard as nails, as is the case for Gerardo here, because the amount of punishment he's taking.
Yeah, he hasn't dropped once. I think McCann's got a bit of power, a bit of pop as well on the punches. That's a really good backhand from McCann. Nice really good combination thrown there. He's got him against the ropes. Gerardo, though, he looks okay.
Well, he can take. As you said, he's a journeyman. He can take this damage. End of the 4th round, 10-9. McCann again.
Yeah, indeed. Gigo says it looks like they're different. They're in different weight classes. Johnny is much bigger.
Yeah, I was saying how it looks like McCann has a significant weight, not that significant, but he's got a height advantage. Looks like he's got a reach advantage as well. And Gerardo just looks like he's from a smaller weight, weight division, which is what I think Gigo is referring to there. I think that makes sense. He looks smaller. He looks much smaller.
He does, yeah.
Dennis McCann really needs to update his picture on BoxRec.
Why does he look 10?
he looks 13, mate. If you go to the bout bit, and if you go to bout so that the pictures end up being really small, he looks like 12. He looks like he's 12 on the
I'm not signed in. I have to sign in. Oh, come on.
This is there you go.
I've signed in.
I'm signed in on BoxRec.
Incorrect password. I'll forget it.
fifth, it's definitely worth it. 5th round underway right now. And I mean, McCann just maybe taking it a bit slower for now. I mean, he's obviously reaching with just waiting for the right time to start throwing. Gerardo just trying something of his own, trying to come forward, but ineffective. So he's gone back to allowing McCann to try and come to him. McCann with a left to the body and left upstairs, but more or less blocked by Gerardo.
Oh. Taking punishment.
Oh, McCann trying to left hook then just misses. Or stiff right jab by McCann through Gerardo's guard.
Gigo says you can make a fair living of buffing up prospects records. But how fair, though?
It's especially if you're from a country where it works out from a currency point of view. Like if you come from South America, like if you come from Argentina, I assume it's much better coming to Europe or
the
America.
Exchange rate.
Yeah. I mean,
I get what you mean. Yeah, good, really good work from Dennis McCann. Gerardo looks, he might get stopped just because of exhaustion.
I feel like the referee is taking a good look, and
although he does a bit of an Ali shuffle there.
Well, he's got the Mike Tyson peekaboo, and he's got the Ali shuffle. He's got everything you want.
The most complete fighter known to mankind.
No. See, now you're just taking you're just bantering it. I know it's bantamweight, but we don't need that much banter, thank you.
Bantering for a bantamweight. Oh, good. Look at this. He's just
a nice right follow.
Firing away good, yeah.
Oh,
really, really fun.
Combinations being thrown by McCann there. And, we're in round 5. It's an 8-round fight. The referee will be looking closely, but it might go the distance. I mean, Gerardo seems relatively still with his wits about him. Although he's nice body shots and uppercut thrown by McCann. There's Gerardo's against the ropes. Tough as nails. Gerardo's tough as nails.
He is. He's really tough, man. I mean, he looks good. He's just eating him up, literally.
But then imagine your best trait is to just take punishment. It has to give it the other side. And
can you imagine if you're a boxer and you had to have an interview and you've got your CV in front of you? What's your best trait? Taking punishment. I'm durable.
I mean,
but they always say that, don't they? They say, you know what? He's not the best boxer, but he's durable.
Yeah.
That's what they say, isn't it?
That's McCann's round again. That's the end of round 5. McCann up by 5 on our unofficial scorecards. Yeah, I mean, what can you do if you're Harada? I'm just trying to think to win this fight. I mean, I don't know. Try and get on the inside, probably, and just try your best to throw. You obviously he's not going to win from a boxing point of view. He needs to turn it into a brawl and get a lucky punch, I would imagine, or a lucky few punches. Because the only way he's winning this fight is by knocking McCann out, which sounds highly unlikely, given that he carries a drum roll, please. His knockout percentage.
He's got one knockout.
Yeah, I mean his knockout percentage is 4.55%.
Wait, doesn't he have 15 wins?
Yeah, but by way of knockout, 1. So 1 out of 15 is probably then 4.55%. Yeah.
Nice. I've got on my calculator 6.67%. Come on, Mohammad.
Well, BoxRec is wrong then, because BoxRec says 4.55% KOs. So clearly,
it's wrong.
That's what it says. So I mean, I trust BoxRec.
Come on, BoxRec. Well, I trust my calculator. I'm an accountant.
Round 6 is underway. And
good uppercut.
Oh, yeah.
McCann.
I think McCann really needs to knock Harada out in order to just make a big show of this, because obviously he's dominated the fight, but he wants it's always nice to have KOs on your record, isn't it?
Especially coming up, agreed.
I mean, I don't know how much power does McCann carry generally. I'm just checking.
He does. I think he's sharp. So I think he's got 60%.
Yeah, you're right. 60%. BoxRec is correct on the maths there. Oh, okay. Harada against the ropes, and it looked like he was taking so much damage that the referee was stepping. But no.
Yeah, it did. McCann, I'm just hoping that McCann, he doesn't look too tired. He's still going at it. He does have a bit of pop. He definitely does, McCann. He doesn't have freakish power like Naseem Hamed, but
imagine Harada's strategy is to gas McCann out. And that he's waiting for round.
Wait, that's the Muhammad Ali. That's the Muhammad Ali trait. Imagine something the rope a dope.
Yo,
he's got the peekaboo, Ali shuffle, and the rope a dope. Complete fighter.
Yeah, I mean, this is Argentina's towering inferno here, but it's
hold on, McCann's got a cut on his eye. That's a bad cut,
Oh my god. Yo, it's right. The legend is true. He's actually rope-a-doping him. He's gonna switch on now.
Oh, that's a good right hand as well. Clips.
You know McCann. What? I might give this to Harada this round. Oh yeah. I just saw the right as well.
And now he's just rugby tackling McCann in a very awkward position.
I haven't seen it. Now I'm seeing it.
Very awkward. Madison Gregory says, "Who is winning? McCann." Yeah, he's won the first 5 rounds. I think Mohammed's going to give the 6th round potentially to Harada. Although I think you can't give it to him just because of the cut, but I'll leave it to Mohammad.
I'm giving this one.
Oh, good right hand again from Harada. McCann just being a little bit sloppy. Needs to be sharper here defensively. Can't get carried away. You can get clipped by anyone. Better from McCann, throwing in Harada. What's going on?
A bit of showboating as well from McCann before he started throwing those punches.
Yeah, winding up.
And McCann, lifting his arms after the end of that 6th round. Why is he so happy? He just took a cut. I mean, it's not a particularly good round for him. But
some people just love fighting. They just love fighting. That's all they care about. They love getting into a brawl. You can see is it a... Oh, it's a clash of heads.
You know what? I'm giving that back to McCann. I'm giving that. I got McCann up by 6.
God!
Never mind then. I thought maybe he was going for some interesting strategy there, but it looks like that's not
clash of heads. Guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. We've had quite a few votes. So far, and Mohammad doesn't know either, so I'll let him know. So far in the poll, 52% of you have said Arthur will win, 48% Yard. So very close. And that's so funny because I actually said I give Arthur a 52% chance of winning. So that's so funny. It's exactly what the poll's saying at the moment. There's quite a few of you watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button if you don't mind and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Over to Mohammad.
7 underway again. 2 rounds left of this 8-round fight. I'm sure McCann is still stalking Gerardo, looking for that knockout or a TKO victory to increase his knockout ratio.
Pace has gone down, hasn't it, in this round?
The pace has, however, gone down. You're right. I mean, McCann kind of just throwing a few pitter-patter punches for now. Oh, Gerardo trying to come forward with a right.
Good counter from McCann, backhand.
Yeah. And McCann with a stiff left.
Oh, good head movement there. Just dipping.
Yeah.
Dipping both sides. Really good. Really elusive.
Gerardo coming forward with a bunch of punches, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
And McCann again coming forward, trying to get Gerardo against those ropes. Gerardo now finding himself against the ropes. And McCann.
Oh, hello. What's going on? Gerardo looking to the
nice stiff left from McCann, though. Gerardo looking at the ref. Yeah, I just seen that now. Bizarre. Oh, he might want to get the fight. Why was he looking at the ref? It looks like he's okay.
Gerardo's got his hands down there and then goes up with the guard. Bizarre.
Yeah, I have a feeling the ref is going to step in and go for it and end the fight, because it looks like Gerardo. It looks like he's kind of broken in terms of, more. It looks like his spirit is slightly broken. If he's looking at the ref, and he should be looking at his opponent. Maybe he thinks he's had enough. I mean, he's obviously not winning this fight. His only chance is a lucky punch, which somehow knocks McCann out, which is very unlikely given his 4% knockout ratio. So 1 minute left of this 7th round, and I mean, maybe it's a moral victory for. The ref is telling Gerardo to keep his gloves up, I think. Although we haven't got sound on for this, so I assume that's what you're saying to him.
Yeah. And Fendi says, who's winning and what score? So we've got Dennis McCann up winning every round so far.
Yeah.
And this 8-round fight, this is the penultimate round, so 7th round.
Yeah. So likely, I think it's going to be they call it a shutout, don't they?
Yeah.
Likely to be a shutout. About 30-ish seconds left of this 7th round. And
good, better work from McCann there. I agree with you. I think for this to be an impressive victory, he needs to get him out of there. I think he looks slick, but he needs to display some power, especially coming through against these guys, to then let the people know who eventually, I'm sure he'll be looking to fight for some titles, that, I can also knock you out. Gerardo puts his hands up at the end of the round with gloves up. I don't know why, but almost to say, you haven't hurt me, you're not going to knock me out.
Yeah.
Madison Gregory says, do you think McCann could be a champion? Yeah, I don't see why not. I think in terms of talent, he's definitely got the talent to be a world champion. I think for him, it's more going to be, which it is for most people, the mentality. Is he going to be disciplined? Is he going to be... is he going to be clever about the way that he fights? Are they going to match him correctly? If they match him correctly and he, gets those learning fights and he takes the sport seriously, I think he can definitely be a world champion. I don't see why not. He has got bundles of talent.
He's young as well, isn't he?
And he's very young.
So.
Exactly.
It's 5'7", I think. Although BoxRec doesn't mention it, but I think he's 5'7".
He doesn't look 20, does he? He looks about 17, to be fair.
Yeah, I think he's got space to obviously move up as well, which
he'll fill out, and he'll go through a couple of weight divisions. You'd imagine.
Probably get to maybe welter max, I would imagine.
So what he's bantamweight at the moment. So if he's bantamweight, he'll probably get up to around lightweight maximum, because that's bantamweight, then featherweight, super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight. So I'd imagine he'll get up to maybe lightweight maximum, I'd say.
Fine, yeah, that makes sense as well. I think lightweight maximum. 8th round is underway. McCann obviously winning this fight. Highly unlikely he's going to lose, but he's going to be searching for the knockout victory. So let's see.
Good little combination thrown down the middle there. He's definitely accurate with those straight punches and a lot of talent shown there. The straight punches. He also has the uppercut. Bit of body work there as well.
Yeah.
Would like to just see him throw a bit more clinically, to be fair, which sounds interesting to say, but yeah. Madison Gregory says, how many rounds and do you think he'll get the KO? So it's the last round, round 8.
Yeah.
And would he get the KO? I mean, well, it depends. He's got 1.5 minutes to get it. I don't think it doesn't look likely.
You know what he'll
dropped
do?
Him yet, so
he will basically throw everything he's got. If he finds Gerardo against the ropes again, I think he'll probably just throw a barrage of punches and combinations and hope the referee steps in.
Yeah,
and ends the fight as a TKO. He might just do that because he's obviously winning this fight. But I mean, Gerardo looks like he's still got his sense about him. Do you see McCann with a little kind of just, I don't know, not Ali Shuffle, but he's just he's starting to showboat now.
Bit showboating, yeah. Hashimani says you got a link. I don't, unfortunately. We're watching on BT Sports, so no links, unfortunately. Apologies, but if you do want to listen to us chat and talk about the fight and everyone else in the chat, then do feel free to stay. Guys, as well, do remember to like the video if you don't mind. Subscribe does help us out a great deal as well. 40 seconds left and 45 I've got, actually. Sorry. Good head movement from McCann. Oh, Gerardo clips him. And then look at the showboating from McCann. McCann's got his arms up against the ropes and then just runs forward. He's clearly showboating.
I mean, that I can understand how you'd mention that he reminds you a bit of Prince Nassim Hamed, because he has that. One, he showboats, but also he has that. The lateral movement kind of reminds me of him as well. The fact that
the swagger, hands down, throws power both hands,
type thing. Yeah, it's definitely and the way he like backs up instead of actually how he backs up fully when someone tries to swing at him instead of properly.
It's all based upon reactions, right? Like it's all about the fast twitch muscles, reactions, all reflexes. It's not to do with hands up, come
end
forward.
Of the fight there, and as expected, he hasn't managed to knock Gerardo out, but I'm sure this is a unanimous victory, and I'm sure it's a complete shutout. But we'll I mean, can you imagine someone gave Gerardo a round in that fight?
Oh god, I got so peaked.
Right?
Oh god,
we'll listen in shortly. I'll listen in.
Team McCann they've got Dennis. So his nickname is Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace, yeah. Oh, he's got the Dennis the Menace.
Very good
on his shorts and everything. For those of you not from the UK who might not be aware, or who are not, who are basically from Gen Z, Dennis the Menace is a well-known British comic about a young boy called Dennis who is a bit of a menace as the.
Well, it's also been a show. So it was a show recently as well. They made it a cartoon.
They're making it all modern now, aren't they? And I'm sure he's still got his dog.
Nasha. Yeah, he does. Yeah, Nasha. Yeah.
And
Madison says, "Who do you think will win, Yard or Arthur?" Sorry to interrupt your storytelling.
That's fine.
So I've got Arthur to win. Who have you got? Actually, I haven't asked you.
I've got Arthur to win as well. Okay. Let me just listen in. Sorry to the. Okay, well, McCann wins, but I didn't hear the scores themselves. let me hear again. Let's see.
It's a landslide victory, but I don't know if that means
he won every round. Landslide. He won every round.
Yeah.
Well done, as expected. Obviously, won every round. So, yeah.
In terms of votes, by the way, as well. So actually. It's now started tipping towards the other 51% of you saying Yard to win, 49% Arthur. So interesting.
It's a very close fight because Yard carries the. Although I haven't actually checked the KO ratios, but I assume Yard carries the knockout power. And
I can tell you, I think it's 90-something%.
Holy frick, 90-something%. That's mad. They both had at least 20-ish fights, haven't they?
So he's had 21 fights, 20 KOs.
He's lost twice. Wait, who did he lose to before?
Kovalev.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, okay, well then, obviously, great record. Otherwise, isn't it? Really.
I mean, to be fair, he hasn't fought a lot. He hasn't fought that great opposition, but he's a very talented fighter. I mean, he only started boxing about 4 years ago. Going pro, I think he went pro about 4 years ago. Yeah.
So Arthur's got a 68% knockout ratio. No, that's not bad as well. The thing is, Arthur wasn't. The reason why I'm going for Arthur is because ultimately Arthur did fight Yard with one hand.
You're looking at boxing IQ. But you know what the issue is, though? People have made this point, I think it's a really good point, is that, yes, he did beat him with one hand, but I think in this fight, because he's got two hands, he probably will throw the right hand more. But in throwing the right hand more, it leaves him susceptible.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And that's kind of what Yard wants. He wants to get into a fight. I don't think he's particularly worried about Arthur's power as much as the other way around. I think Yard wants to get into a fight, wants to get into a brawl, as you said, right? In terms of brawling. So he definitely wants that for sure. Guys, well, I can see quite a few of you like the video. Thank you to those who have. If you haven't done so, please do like the video. It does help us out a great deal. And if you don't mind, and do subscribe to the channel as well, because we are going to be doing more watch-alongs. We did Lopez, Kambosos Jr. We did Crawford Porter recently. We did Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. Crawford Porter is Mohammed's favorite fight ever. And then we're going to be doing Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz later tonight as well. So, yeah.
Yes, the thoroughly interesting fight. Certainly worth waking up at 3 a.m. for. Certainly very good. Really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Not bitter at all.
Yeah, I mean, who's up next? I'm trying to think.
So we've got Sam Noakes versus.
Versus Sean Cooper.
Yes, so I don't mind if you want to do that. You can do it. I don't mind doing either. I'm easy either way. I'll let you decide.
What do you mean in terms of just commentating, or do you mean
watching? Yeah, commentating and then secondary.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about them, so I'm going to check now as well. Must be. I assume they're young. Let me check. Yeah, 24 lightweight division, 7 wins.
He'll be facing George Kambosos Jr. soon. 7 wins, 7 KOs.
He's got 7. Oh yeah, he's got 100. Oh, not bad. And he's going up against someone who's. Oh, okay. He's going up against another Brit. Lightweight, 11 wins, 2 losses, 1 by KO. Well, and 0% KOs. Oof, okay. Well, I think simply on the basis of box rec, I assume Sam Noakes is going to win this fight, and probably by KO.
He's the A side, yeah. But so he's got the. So it's interesting because Sam Noakes, in terms of titles, hasn't won anything yet. This will be his first title, like in terms of a strap. Obviously, we're not talking about a world title or anything, but it's for the vacant WBC International Silver Lightweight title. So it then gets him on the ladder, which is good. So far, he's only fought one person with a winning record, Sam Noakes, which was Delmar Thomas.
He's basically beaten a lot of journeymen, hasn't he? His previous fight was against a guy who had 79 losses. He has 79 losses now and 2 wins.
Yeah.
And a 1.22% KO rate. Fine. I mean, it is what it is. As you said,
fighter,
different people take different paths. I think it's a testament to your nerve to step into that square circle and take.
Yeah. And also, like as Mohammad's saying, is he freezes out. But I think, look, just because you don't have power doesn't mean that you can't be a good fighter. We've seen plenty of slick fighters win point decisions constantly and just make people look silly, even as I made myself look silly just then. But yeah, Sam Noakes is up next. That'll be exciting. Obviously, got a lot of power, so we'll see what he brings to the table. We've obviously got, as they bring it up here, Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul next week, which will be very, very interesting. Just to see whether surely Jake Paul doesn't have, for one, I can't be KO'd in the contract clause, which he seems to have had in previous fights. And
I can't be KO'd in the contract. Sorry, I just again my connection messed up.
That's right. Back. So apparently Jake Paul in previous fights had clauses in the contract for fights saying that you can't KO me, basically.
But that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. What do you mean,
how? So they can't. So for example, which kind of it does potentially add up, because when Tyron Woodley, for example, hurt him and had him against the ropes, he backed off.
That is genuinely ridiculous. Well, then that means everything that Jake Paul has ever done is a fail. Like every fight he's ever had is a fake fight. It's not a proper fight. That's not a proper fight.
I mean, I don't think he's a professional fighter.
Well, but also, why is he putting himself out as being some sort of great boxer if he can't even deal? If he genuinely, if he has put into the contract, you can't KO me. That's genuinely ridiculous. That is genuinely ridiculous. That do you think he'll do if he? Do you think he'll put that in the Fury contract?
Well, I would assume that Fury isn't stupid enough to agree to that, right?
Yeah, because I mean, even if he has agreed to it, I think Fury should just knock him out anyway, right? Because what's Jake Paul gonna do? He's gonna cry and say, "Oh, we had something in the contract to say that you couldn't knock me out." I mean, that's the end of his boxing career, and it'd look ridiculous saying that. So, I think Seventh Heaven has asked when is the Shiraz fight. I'm not actually sure. But...
So that will probably be, I would assume. So what have we got next? You've got Sam Notes for Sean Cooper still to come. We've still got Umar Khan to come, which will be a 4-rounder, I think, or 6-rounder. Charles Frankham, that'll be a 4-rounder, 6-rounder. Masood Abdullah, who I've actually interviewed on the channel, Boxing Interviews playlist. Go check it out, guys. He will probably be a 4-round, 6-rounder as well. Sonny Liston, again, that's 4-round, 6. So I think we'll probably see him around maybe 10, Hamza Shiraz, I'd say.
What did you say after Masood Abdullah? I swear you said Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston.
Not just Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston Ali. So Sonny Liston and Muhammad Ali together, combined.
That is the strangest name. And also, is that how Sonny Liston was spelled? It's Sony Liston.
Yeah. Yes. Sony Liston is S-O-N-Y. What's wrong with you?
Sony Liston instead of Sonny Liston. What the frick?
No, that's how you spell it.
No. Sonny Liston was spelled S-O-N-N-Y.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
No. Well, on the thing you sent me, it's
no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Liston.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Look on BoxRec. That's why you're cracking up. Sorry, no. Look on BoxRec. SGM Vigil says any stream links. Unfortunately, not. Sorry, mate. Not sure. We're watching on BT Sport, and it's so we're just
we have a Discord chat. For people can talk, if we're gonna do it legally, but we have a Discord chat which we're trying to grow. We don't know how to grow it.
Yeah. So please get involved in it. Yeah.
Maybe you'll find a reason.
The description's in the video. Get involved.
Sonny Liston Ali, what a name.
Nick Chown says Yard to KO win, mate. There we go.
Fair. I mean, look, these things can happen. I mean, I think the likelihood is if Yard wins, it'll be by KO or TKO, and if Arthur wins, then it'll likely be by points. I imagine. Yeah, I mean, that's the likelihood, isn't it? So
agreed. 700 says Shukran.
Says Shukran, as in like thank you.
Shukran. I think he meant to put a what. That's fine. Shukran, guys, no problem. 6 a.m. my time. Ola from Malaysia. Wow.
Oh, hey.
Guys, can I just say something? First of all, thank you to everyone who's joined from all over the place. It's amazing to see you guys when you
Do you see that comment from the Joker? Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh, right, okay, give me a second. First of all, thank you to everyone joining from all walks of life and from different places. Like, genuinely, it's amazing to have you all from different places. Please do remember to like the video if you don't mind. It really does help us out a great deal. Liking the video, and do subscribe to the channel as well. We are going to be doing more live streams, watch-alongs. We've done a lot of boxing watch-alongs already in the past, 6 to 9 months that we've been doing watch-alongs. And we're going to be doing Devin Haney later on as well. We'll be doing Jake Paul, Tommy Fury next week, and a lot of other people as well. So, basically get involved. Join the QualityShot family if you don't mind. Liking and subscribing is free. It's quick and easy. Doesn't cost you anything. So that says, my friend said Shiraz is on at 8 p.m. Darn wrong info. Yeah, he's definitely not on at well, if he is on at 8 a.m. Yeah, that's an hour and a half too late. Nick Chan says Pat and Tunde. Mate, if Pat and Tunde get into a fight, that would be incredible to watch first. Joe says, do classes looks like Shah
You know what? That's not bad compared to actual abuse I've received from people on this channel. That's not bad. I will take that.
What did we get? We got like you got like, oh, your nose is really big or something ridiculous. It's so weird. Like it was just such a weird thing.
Well.
Huh?
Which is true as well. Of course. we've got Sean Cooper and is it Cooper? Or, do you know what? I swear the thing you sent me said Sean Copper.
So Sunny Cooper.
Whatever. We got Cooper and we got Noakes in the ring. So as a recap,
Sunny Cooper.
So statistics for these as the vacant WBC International Silver Light title 10-round fight. Sam Noakes is likely to be the favorite. He's got 7 wins. I think he's got 100% KO ratio is what we were saying, wasn't it? And he's got no losses, of course. Whereas Sean Cooper, 0% KO ratio, as far as I remember, 11 wins, 2 losses. So the likelihood is that Noakes is going to win this fight. And you know, Cooper doesn't have his picture on BoxRec. You should probably speak to whoever he's working with and get his picture on there if you. But yeah, for promotional reasons, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you for that, the Joker. That definitely. That's why we were cracking up about a minute ago because we saw that pop up.
Thank you.
So Helen says, share with us once you get the secret link to the fight. Yeah, virtual. Flip it now, man. You guys. SGD Popsicle says, don't write off Yard. He'll right the wrong from the first fight. I'm not writing him off. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins. As I said, it's going to be a very, very close fight. This has already started off really sharp. Both guys bouncing on the balls of their feet. Split decision it was last time. Yeah, Nick Chan says Yard wants this and knows he has to do the job. Frank Warren's love child. Oh my God. That is a very interesting conspiracy theory. So Sam Noakes is in the black and blue shorts. He's basically saying Anthony Yard is Frank Warren's love child. But yeah, guys, we've got over 40 people in the chat. Thank you very much, Shinian. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Helps out a great deal. Thank you very much. Smash the like button, subscribe. It really, really does help us to grow. I do appreciate it. And it does help with YouTube, the algorithm, and us growing as well. A little bit of wrestling going on here. Sam Noakes just linking the arm of Cooper. Good jab pumped out there from Cooper. Noakes just looking for openings, really, just feinting with the left. And then a good right hand to the body there, dipping down. Good right hand to the body from Sam Noakes. And interesting that some of the boarding is inside the ring, like the sponsors. It's weird. It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Anyways.
Yeah.
So a couple of jabs thrown by Noakes, but doesn't land. Then a right hand to the body, but then a good counter right hand from Cooper, catching him over the top with that right hand. He's actually got Cooper against the ropes there, Noakes, but well slipped out from Cooper. This is a good fight so far. Good right to the body there. And Noakes looking sharp, but Cooper's definitely holding his own here.
Yeah.
Which is impressive and good to see. Looks like we're probably going to get a relatively competitive fight anyway, which is always what we want to see on this channel. There you go, just fending each other's jabs off as they pump up the jab at the same time. Noakes just trying to, you can see he's trying to line up the right hand there. He's trying to just come forward that jab and then go 1-2 into or through the guard even of Cooper, but just not quite managing to land. It's a bit too telegraphed at the moment. Better there, goes double jab and then uppercut. Nothing flush, clips the chin of Cooper, but nothing big. Both guys on their toes, and that's what is amazing to see at these weight classes, the lighter weight classes. You see people moving really, really well on their toes. Really good technical boxing. To be fair, a lot more technical than some of the heavier weights, right? Because people don't have that ability because they're carrying a lot more weight and they can't throw as many punches and bunches.
Yeah.
There we go. A couple of jabs thrown, but nothing in it. And then Noakes gets Cooper up against the ropes. A couple of body shots, but nothing big. Good left hook there from Cooper, actually, out the clinch. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't really know to give that to you, honestly. I think You can maybe give it to Noakes. I don't want to do a Mohammad and go 10-10 because that's the classic sitting on the fence tactics. So I'll go Noakes, but I think as well. you could easily give it to Cooper, honestly, because there's a couple of good counters in there. But I think because of the pressure as well, you've got to give him a bit of extra moolah there. Nick Chan says, who do you guys think will win? I think he's assuming, he's talking about Yarde and Arthur. We've both gone for Arthur, but I think we both think it's going to be a very close fight. So we won't be surprised if it goes the other way. And I think the clever thing is to say that if it goes to points, it'll be Arthur. Tico, probably Yarde, you would imagine. Says, did you watch the Charlie Edwards fight last night? I did not, actually. That fight I did not watch. But did he obviously lost once, didn't he, to Julio Cesar Martez, which actually didn't end up being a loss. He's ended up losing to Casemiro, who's a top fighter. He won yesterday against Barreto Tico. What happened in there, Nick? Anything controversial? Let me know. Here we go. So we start off the second round. Couple of good left hands thrown from Cooper there. But then Noakes has got Cooper. Has he hurt him? I don't think he's hurt him. Just a bit off balance there. Couple of rights down the pipe there. And an uppercut. Not really landing too flush, but I think he caught him a bit unawares, off balance. Good jab from Cooper, though. Noakes definitely trying to be the aggressor. He's trying to stalk Cooper down, gets him up against the ropes again. Cooper doing really well to slide out from under the ropes and then try and throw a shot of his own, but doesn't manage to. Good uppercut from Noakes there as well. Definitely trying to be the more active, and he definitely is. Cooper countering quite well at times. Good body work from Noakes there. The left hook to the body. He's definitely trying to work the body here, Noakes, as well, which I think is a good tactic. He needs to vary it up. I think he was a bit too one-dimensional early on in that first round where he was just mainly trying to go 1-2 and kind of through the middle to the head. Oh, it gets Cooper into a head lock there, Noakes, and then looks to the ref as he breaks up the two.
Yeah, more activity from Noakes, I think, in this second round compared to the first. I think he's having slightly more success.
Yeah, agreed. I think he definitely is, for sure.
Also, welcome SGT Popskull from Australia, down under.
Oh, wow. And up here after hours trying to watch the event. Greetings from Australia. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who's joined from all over the world. I really do appreciate it. It's amazing. We've got people from Malaysia, Australia, the UK, flipping the US, everywhere. It's great. Please do like the video to help us out, to get more people from all around the world involved. And also do subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a great deal. It helps us to grow. It helps us with YouTube, and it's free. It's quick, it's easy. And it's great having you guys on, genuinely. You guys make the channel. I know me and Mohammad say it a lot, but your guys' support is what we need, really. Oh, just a right hand thrown there and dips under that right hand Cooper. But as Mohammad said, definitely, I don't know, just
more activity from Noakes. He's just had the better of the exchanges, and I think Cooper's just been a bit slower off the punch. I think Noakes is beating him on the punch on many occasions. He's just slightly quicker, I think.
Agreed. Yeah, Deal says, when is the main fight? The main fight, it was supposed to start at 10, but I think it's going to start probably around 10:30, I would say now, by the looks of it. Still quite a few fights to get through. Again, I think that round goes to Noakes. Nothing extremely flush landing or nothing huge. Look, I mean, let's see how this one pans out. But at the moment, Noakes looks the stronger fighter. I guess the record suggests that, and also him being the A side. But Cooper's holding his own. I think, obviously, Noakes has got the power. I think if Cooper had more power, it would be, it would be a different story. Nick Chan says, no, not really. Second round, the ref stopped the fight for Charlie Edwards. Interesting. Okay. Actually, he says, if Yarde is confident despite having to work around a long jab, if he lets the overhand rights, left hook, straight right, mixing up without holding back after he's getting depleted. Yeah, you know what? You've got a good point. I mean, I think, let's be honest, right? I mean, he needs to be more active. He needs to throw hands earlier on. The biggest issue for him, and we've said this as well in the chat, is he going to gas out? So if it goes past 6 rounds and he comes with that tactic and he doesn't get Yarde out of there, is he then going to start gassing out? And is Yarde going to then take over the fight? So he needs to be careful and pace himself, or is he going to kind of just try and blast him out?
No, sorry to interrupt you there. Right. Noakes with some vicious right hooks there, and he's certainly, I think, going up the gears now in this third round. I feel like he's putting far more venom into these punches, and he's having more success in backing Cooper against the ropes here. And to finish your thought as well on what SGT Popsicle was saying, I think a good point is being made there, which is that I think Yarde was way too hesitant in the first fight.
Yeah,
especially when his own trainer was telling him, I think his right hand is injured.
Lions in the camp.
A bit more. Yeah, so I mean, he needs his lines in the camp. He needs to push. He needs to push this time. But there is the risk of him getting gassed out, as is the case with a lot of the.
Oh, that's a big uppercut from Noakes. I don't know if he's quite got all of the chin there, but he definitely rocked his head there for sure. I'm going to go through some of these. Some of these are very inappropriate, so I'm not going to be going through those. But Johnny only says, who wins the Rocky Apollo Creed trilogy? Okay, for now. Actually, Popsicle, I'm not reading out that comment. He says, do you guys watch All Elite Wrestling? No, I do not. He goes, home of the great George Campos. What a win. And you missed our watch-along last week that we did, which was really good fun. And, fantastic fight and fighter.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah. You streaming the fight? We're doing commentary for it. We can't stream it because of copyright reasons. What fight is this? This is Sam Noakes versus Sean Cooper. That's it. Yeah, forgot his first name. So it's a good fight at lightweight. So George Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez's weight, and definitely showing some interesting. Oh, good left hand from Cooper. But Noakes, as Mohammad said, he's definitely looking more active. That's a good jab from Cooper. He's definitely had a better round here. But that uppercut, though, was definitely an eye-catching shot from Noakes in this round so far. Funny thing is, I just ran out to get snacks for the Haney fight with shorts, and it's cold. Oh, mate, it's freezing with shorts. Mate, you are just, that's crazy. SGD Popsicle says, I can't believe MC couldn't put away Han Jose. Huh? Is this to do with wrestling?
Wild right hook thrown by Cooper there, and
wild.
10 seconds left of this.
Good body work from Noakes though. Good body work there at the end of the round. Right hand to the body.
Yeah, and that's a 10-9 for Noakes again.
Agree. I don't think Noakes has lost a round yet. Definitely feeling his way into this fight and has been a lot better for sure. The Joker says, Dual Glasses also looks like Tony Khan. So all the Khans. So are you just assuming that Mohammed's surname is Khan?
You know what? That's not bad, actually. I just searched who this person is. Maybe. I mean, I think it's just because I have glasses.
Oh, you do actually. You look a little bit like it from All Elite Wrestling.
I appreciate all these lookalike comments. These are better than the abuse I'm suffering on this channel. Thank you very much.
Oh God. Who do you guys think I look like? Actually, I don't know. No, I shouldn't ask that. That's the worst question to ask.
Post in the chat what you think Bizarre looks like. Oh God.
It's like he looks like Kermit. Matthew D'Souza, good evening. Good evening, Matthew.
Good evening.
But yeah, he's not a bad looking guy, Tony Khan. You take that, yeah.
Okay, mate. All right, so we're in the 4th round now. Back to boxing. Sam Noakes continuing his aggressive. It's quite aggressive tactics here in this fight. So coming forward.
He staggered. Is that a knockdown? No, he says no knockdown. He's just lost his balance there.
Yeah, he just lost his balance. Yeah. It's just the left hand of Noakes kind of, I guess, pushing Cooper back. And referee just rules out a slip. What are you cracking up about now, mate? Oh my God, can we? He's talking about you. Baby. I feel like the Joker is from the subcontinent. Otherwise, he would not know all these references to people in Asian film.
Yeah, so Johnny only says you look like Ali G. that's terrible. Sanjay Dutt is so old. How old do you think I am, Horace?
I don't know who Sanjay Dutt is.
Sanjay Dutt is so old, like crazy. Joker says black shirt guy looks like Amita Bachchan's so old as well.
Ooh, wait, back to the boxing, and nice attempt at a right hook there by Cooper. He's certainly still in the fight. He hasn't been hurt significantly or anything. He's still certainly in the fight. I mean, I think Noakes has been winning. I think just about.
Yeah, he's been nicking the rounds, hasn't he?
It's not that he's necessarily dominating the fight. I don't think. But he's certainly the aggressor. He's certainly been coming forward more. He's had more of the eye-catching punches, and he's been a bit more. He's had more opportunities to punch, throw combinations, and have Cooper against the ropes. I haven't really seen Noakes against the ropes very much in this fight. So,
agreed.
A bit of inside fighting right now. Will the referee break them up, or nice punches off the clinch by Noakes?
Yeah. HL says Jake Paul beats Amir Khan. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Horace says just quickly for both of you, Messi or Ronaldo. Oh man, I don't know. Who do you think? Go on quickly.
Ronaldo.
Okay. She Popsicle says Dennis McCann. You think I look like Dennis McCann?
Nice
That's the wrong. Have you just seen this comment? You said he thinks I look like Dennis McCann.
I think we're just trolling in the chat now, mate.
So a blend of Dennis McCann and Amita Bachchan is me, apparently.
Nice.
Can you imagine? God. Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson. HL, if you say that one more time, I'm going to block you.
You know what? There's a good point raised about Jake Paul versus Amir Khan. Amir Khan should have a no knockout clause in his contract. That's a good way for him to win every fight.
Yeah,
because he's great from a boxing point of view. He just obviously has the chin issue.
Johnny Oni says, "Have you guys seen Mike Hunt?" No, what's that? Let's have a look.
Have we seen Mike? Oh no! You just got baited, right?
Did I? Okay, fine.
You just
nothing's even come up. I don't know what it is.
No, you got baited. Like if you read it as you just read, you realize it's a bait.
Okay.
In your head, do you get it or do you not?
Nah, that's fun.
Oh mate, well I don't even know if that's a bait if you don't even
Oh, I do. Yeah. Okay, fine.
There you go. Now you've got a bait.
That's fun. SUD Popsicle says you both look like the actors of Off Borat. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
you look like Tyson Fury. Okay, I'm not bold, but I guess I'll take it. To be fair,
you know we're just getting trouble.
I know. You look like Mr. Pereira. Mr. Pereira is my media teacher. Say hi to. I will.
Fifth round underway, guys.
How can I say hi to Mr. Pereira if I am Mr. Pereira? I'm 5 here.
Oh, nice attempt at overhand right by Cooper. But I mean, Noakes is just kind of gliding through Cooper's punches. I think he doesn't have respect for Cooper's power.
Yeah, he doesn't have respect for power. That's the problem, right?
So he's coming forward with his own, and Cooper is throwing, but Noakes doesn't care. He's kind of walking through them, and nice uppercut and shots to the body thrown by Noakes. But then Cooper kind of turning around and getting Noakes against the ropes. But Noakes comfortable to just stand there and trade.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, Chow, I'm just going to block you. I'm just going to block you. I'm not even going to say that.
There you go. Yeah. Now you're aware of the baits.
And good body work there from Noakes there, just dipping down. And really, really good from Noakes. And as you say, I think Cooper looked quite good early doors. He looked quite good early doors, managing to throw some good counters. But now he's just struggling a little bit. He looks like he's got a bit of bruising as well on the face. But yeah. The Joker, Amir Khan will make Jake Paul into a kebab roll. I don't know what that means.
1 minute left of this.
Oh, God. Guys, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel, considering how good at sports we are as well by receiving this abuse. So, round 5 of 10. good jab from Sam Noakes, and he's looking the slightly better fighter, and I think that's showing.
Yeah,
there's definitely a difference in level here. Cooper's he's not looked bad, to be fair to him.
I think also, and I mean, I guess this is how Cooper's come out in the fight, and this is his weight, but he just looks like he doesn't have as much mass on him as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's come in much lighter, I imagine, probably so that he can.
Well, he's taller, right? He's got taller frame.
Yeah, that as well, I guess. Just Noakes looks, I don't know, he looks like he's got power almost, just the way he's built in this fight as well. But that's obviously just an observation rather than necessarily a fact. But it can be shown in this fight anyway that he's got more power.
Yeah, agreed. I think he's definitely. There's definitely disparity in power, no doubt.
10-9 for Noakes again. I think Noakes is up by 5.
Agreed. You can see Yard and Arthur warming up already, actually. Well, Arthur's warming up anyway. Just a couple of jabs and just keeping his body nice and warm. He was kind of just jiving to music, actually, about half an hour ago when they showed him. But now he's got his top off and he's starting to... Yeah, he's starting to jab with Pat Barrett. Jose Mayer saying, what round are they on? Round 6.
Figure Mr. Beast.
Huh? So I didn't know who this Mr. Beast guy was until about a couple of days ago, and I realized he's huge on YouTube, right?
I imagine you probably know Mr. Beast through the Squid Game video he made, because that went quite
Yes. It popped up on my phone.
Which is really
and
good.
I was like, oh, and then I was like, what the hell? This guy's got so many subscribers. And I was like, I've never heard of this guy.
Well known, really well known.
Yeah. But yeah, and he's done really well for himself, so fair play to him. Let's crispy bacon, okay. I know that was a troll, but that's like, why is that? I don't know why that's a troll, because he thinks we're Muslim. Huh?
No, he doesn't. No, probably just the fact that it looks like a normal name. But
okay, fair enough. Zachariah Khan says, "I am Joker and sub." Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Follow Zachariah's. Follow his lead. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hamid Ali says, who's fighting? Sam Noakes versus Cooper. Don't worry, Hamza Shiraz is not on next. No, he is on next. He should be, I think. If not next, he'll be on soon. But he hasn't fought yet, no. He will be the fight before the main fight. Actually, Popsicle says, Yard to win, split decision, and to welcome the trilogy. Could happen. Good jab there from Noakes. Not too much going on here. I think Noakes had some success, but he needs to put his foot on the pedal, I would say, and try and get him out there. That's what I would do.
If he wants to. I mean, he's clearly winning the fight. I mean, it's up to him.
Good uppercut from Noakes there. Just getting... It's interesting because Cooper just tried to dip down there, and then he read it well and managed to clip him nicely with that right uppercut. Very good. I mean, he says, I can't find a live stream, lol. Yeah, apologies. We don't have one. We're watching on BT Sport, so I don't know if you've got that, but I'm sure you can find something, as Mohammad would say. Zachariah says, where are you dudes from? We are both from the UK.
Why are you taking so long?
I don't know.
To reveal where we're from. Oh, God. 1 minute left of this.
What country can I make up? Zachariah, I'm in the US. Waiting for the Shiraz for... Yeah, it'll come. Johnny Olney, very good. Yeah,
you can see that.
Yeah, of course I can. I saw all of them apart from the first one.
Try harder.
I saw all of them apart from the first one. You need to put it in a sentence or something. You can't just be like, I feel like it's too bait now. The first one was good, but after that, I had a sighter. It's like, when you play in boxing, if you get clipped by a left hook once, then you're looking for it again. T says this card is awful. I think this fight obviously is not... The card hasn't been too bad. I think they had a good fight earlier on with George Fox and Sokolowski. That was a really good heavyweight fight, I thought, for the level it was. Dennis Pecan was quite good. I'm really looking forward to Hamza Shiraz. That'll be a really good fight. Bradley Skeet's no mug. And obviously the main fight. But these fights are okay. I mean, they haven't been amazing, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, they are what they are. They're undercard fights. And it's not a pay-per-view show. It's a Saturday night fight night. Could be better, but also could be worse. So I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
To be fair, another Noakes round, I think.
Yeah, another Noakes round. Noakes up by 6. As we move on into the seventh round. But yeah, fighters currently in their corner getting all the advice they need.
Nicky Chan says Williams versus Eubank. Who's going to win? I think he's asking. So obviously that was that's now being delayed because of the issue that Williams had getting injured, which was a shame. But yeah. SGD Popsicles. I'm going to go. I'll go Eubank, but I wouldn't be surprised if Williams wins that. Liam Williams. I'm just waiting on my 12.5 multi last leg being yard win head to head. Collect 7 Gs. Let's go. Fair enough. I have absolutely no idea what that means. I'm assuming it's to do with betting. But yeah, no idea what it is. But fair play to you, Williams for me. Okay, fair enough. I think you're being too nice. Imagine if Eddie Hearn put the show on. I am a big Eddie Hearn fan, and he has put on some shows like this, to be fair, that have been quite bad, honestly.
That's why he gets booed.
No, he gets booed because he's just a promoter. And
I'm trolling.
But
they boo him just for banter now, don't they? Really, he's done so much for boxing.
But honestly, like I think I'm going to be honest. I am actually. I'm not. I don't really care. I'm not like. There's some people who are like, I'm team Matchroom, team this. Like, who gives a damn? Like, I just want to see good boxing.
I'm team boxing. Yeah, I just want to watch some fights.
And to be honest with you, I think Eddie probably puts on slightly better shows than Frank, but I think that's because he's got a bigger budget. So then that happens, right? You can pay fighters more. You can pay away fighters more. But this hasn't been a terrible card. I think, this is, we'll see. It depends on the main fight, right? It depends on the main fight and the chief undercard. The thing is, how the card looks doesn't always necessarily mean it will be a bad card because it's how the fights go. So we'll see.
Yeah, bit more activity from Cooper in the 7th round, by the way. I think he's, he's having a good round compared to his previous ones.
Jose May says I need Noakes to KO him, so he's obviously got some kind of bet or money on him. He's saying.
You have to think. I mean, Noakes has expended a lot of energy through trying to get him out. So
he definitely does. He definitely looks slightly tired. I agree with you. He does, doesn't he? He looks. He's not
spinning Cooper around there. Referee tells him, "Don't spin him."
Oh, you're quite. I think a bit behind me now.
Am I? Okay, let me.
Good right hand to the body from Noakes, and I think both fighters, to be fair, are less on their toes. They're now more planting their feet, going toe to toe. Let's see.
Right, I'm 44.
Oh, good jab.
So
I'm 35.
Okay. Let me try again.
Good jab from Cooper. Oh, good uppercut from Cooper as well. A bit of success here in this round. Very interesting. Very interesting. Guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. Quite a few of you in the chat. Please remember to like the video if you don't mind. Really does help us out a great deal with the algorithm with YouTube. And do subscribe to the channel as well. Again, helps us grow the channel. Helps us with the algorithm, and all your support's greatly appreciated. We will be doing Devin Haney later on as well. And we do like regular watch-alongs, like once a week, once every 2 weeks, depending on obviously what fights are on. And this week we're doing 2. So lucky you if you're part of the channel. Yeah, I think I'd slightly edge towards Noakes there, but you can give it to Cooper.
I'm going to give it to Cooper.
You can give it to Cooper.
Anything, so I mean,
agreed. Over 100 votes as well so far. Thank you. Keep the votes coming as well. Arthur 47% and Yard 53%. So interesting that we saw in Arthur's dressing room, he had the top of his couple of jabs warming up a little bit. Yard hasn't started warming up yet. He's got his hands wrapped, but he's completely chilled. No work whatsoever yet, which people prefer in different ways. So it's interesting. Nick Chance is opposite. He thinks Liam Williams to win. Zakaria Khan says everyone's staying away from Eddie Hearn. On Canelo fight, he wasn't allowed on the stage. That's because he wasn't promoting it, but it's because, look, he's a threat, to be fair. He's young. He's coming through. We'll see how successful he'll be, but he's definitely been successful so far in his career, especially recently. And they don't want him to They don't want his face on a Showtime promotion, right? Because he'll potentially take it over. He'll talk a lot, and they don't want that. But he's an advisor to Canelo, which probably shows a lot that he's got he's involved with a lot of the big fighters. To be fair, all good from Noakes. He's just managed to get Cooper in a little bit of trouble there, but Cooper doing well to just
good right hand.
Eventually come out of that, and then good little pivot there from Noakes. I like that a lot. Good change of direction, almost dare I say it, Lomachenko-esque. Obviously not to the same level, but just a little pivot there, which you see from Lomachenko a lot in his fights. Oh, Cooper's on the floor. No knockdown again. He slipped, I think. Was he? Yeah, he's saying no knockdown again. So
no, yeah, he slipped. Yeah, he slipped.
There's been 2 slips in this fight, no knockdowns. But Noakes will be thinking, okay, he's losing his balance a little bit. I can get him out. Oh, good uppercut from Noakes. Really good right uppercut there through the guard of Lee Cooper. Or Lee Cooper? Sean Cooper.
Sean Cooper.
Don't know who Lee Cooper is. And yeah, good uppercut. They're very impressive from Noakes. Starting to have more success than Sean Cooper looks a lot better. He's starting to stagger around though here. He started to stagger around. I think he's ready for the taking. I think he's ready for the taking. That uppercut, I think, did the damage. That uppercut from Noakes has done the damage. It's just a matter of time. I don't think he's going to make it. We shall see.
He's not looking right, Cooper. I don't think. Right. Yeah, I think maybe this will end in a KO TKO. There's still
good from Cooper though. Comes back with a couple of shots. Right uppercut on the left hand, but I agree with you. I would imagine he might get stopped here, but he's a tough old lad.
Yes,
he smiles there, Sean Cooper, but as you say, it just seems like a matter of time. It really, really does. Oh, good body work. Good left hook to the head and then body from Noakes, going right hook to the body there. Really impressive. Then uppercut there. Jab as well. He's just popping off whenever he wants. He's having as much success as he likes. Good jab there from Noakes, and Cooper trying to fire back, but just missing, not really having much success at all in this round. He's definitely hurt, you can see. But to be fair, he looks a bit less staggered, a bit less hurt. T says the main fight will be good. It'll be great. I'm hoping it will be a fantastic watch. We shall see. Nick Chow says, yep, team British boxers. Yeah, man, just team boxing, man. Luke Clegg says, Lyndon got a schoolyard tonight. We'll see. We'll see. It could be the case. Guys, we've got like nearly 50 of you in the chat. First of all, thank you very much for tuning in wherever you're coming from. UK, US, Malaysia, Australia, we've got some people from as well. Everywhere, all sorts. Please remember to like the video if you don't mind. Really does help us out a great deal. Liking the video really does help us grow as a channel. It helps the algorithm. And also do subscribe to the channel as well for more content like this. We will be doing the Devin Haney fight later on this evening. So yeah, subscribe, click the notification bell and get alerted to all the streams we're doing. We do boxing watch-alongs for most big events. We'll be doing Devin Haney later today, Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul next week. Probably some other fights coming up. There's quite a few, I think, for the back end. I think, actually, there's Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora. We'll be doing that as well. So there's quite a few on that we're doing as well. So, yeah.
That 8th round, I think that's a Noakes round again, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got just 2 rounds left, I think, of this fight. So, let's see if it's going to be a points victory or if Noakes has it in him to now.
Oh, what a left hook! Oh, he's ready to go. He's hurting badly there. Cooper though, he's dropped him. Dropped him, and here we go. He's on one knee. He looks really hurt. That was a peach of a left hook. It was an absolute peach.
Left hook, and he looks a bit right now. You're ahead of me, so you can tell me what's happening.
My gosh, he's back on his feet. And he's ready for the taking. Noakes, he's throwing the kitchen sink at him. He ties him up in a clinch.
I think it's ending in this round here. I mean, I
tell you what, though, his legs look a bit unsteady, but they don't look as unsteady as I thought they would after that shot. I think it's just going to be more the hurt, the pain, rather than his legs. I tell you what, he definitely isn't skipping leg day. That's for sure. His legs look solid.
Yes, but with about 2 minutes left of this 9th round, I think it's unlikely that he will.
So Noakes was throwing the kitchen sink at him, but he stopped. He's now looking to, I think, pick his punches, choose carefully,
10-8 round
and
anyway,
find the opening. Yeah, 10-8 round for sure. I mean, look, he's not going to lose this fight unless he gets knocked out, his Sam Noakes, but it's just a question of can he get the KO?
Yeah, precisely. I mean, he's obviously winning this fight very easily. Well, very easily now, probably, right? It's a 10-8 round. You know, either he knocks him out or he just takes the 10-8 round. It's still a massive round for him. So.
Oh, he stopped him. Oh, he's called off the fight. Oh, he shouldn't call that off. That's a premature stoppage. Yes, he's hurt, but he's still on his feet. Oh, come on. That's another terrible stoppage today. We had another terrible one earlier on.
He was still throwing back. It's unnecessary to stop a fight like that.
That's not the right time to stop a fight. It's really not.
Respect though to Noakes, but obviously he looks like his frustration is with the ref there, and I think he was just telling Noakes there that it wasn't that an early stoppage. That's not fair. But Noakes, who probably is more interested in the fact that he's just won this fight, just giving his.
I mean, look, honestly, I think Cooper's not going to knock Noakes out there. So realistically,
he would have
either way. Noakes going to go.
Would have won the fight. I mean,
either way, Noakes is winning.
It might have been
it's just a shame the way that it ended, right? Like, that's not the way to do it.
But, also with this whole emphasis on making sure that fighters don't get killed in the ring, I think...
No, I understand that, yeah.
He took a massive, was it a left
hook? The left hook is beast of a left hook.
And
look at the shot again. Oh, he just didn't see it coming. And they always say it's a shot that you don't see coming that hurts, that gets you the most.
He did touch his head when he took a knee there.
Yeah,
Cooper, and maybe the referee's getting worried that he's taking too many blows. I don't know.
Yeah,
to the head.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe it's just
there's only one way this fight is going. But as you mentioned as well, I mean, Cooper was still in the fight.
Agreed. Yeah. T saying, what's your predictions on the main fight? I think we both said a couple of times. So yeah, Arthur, just a slight, like 52% for me, but who knows? Nick Chance's best fight: Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Bloody hell. Best fight is the Tank Davis one. So Tank Davis is fighting as well. We're not going to be covering that. We're doing Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. I actually personally think Tank Davis is a more dangerous fighter. I think he's fighting a decent fighter as well. He's coming as a replacement for Rolly Romero. He's not a bad fighter, but I rate Jojo Diaz higher than the opponent that Tank Davis has. I think Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz will be a better fight, so we're going to cover that. But that's not a bad fight either, for sure. Also, it's on pay-per-view in the US anyway, which is just crazy. If Yard loses this fight, I think his stock goes down majorly. Needs a big win tonight. Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's got a lot of good endorsement deals with Adidas, Foot Locker. Like, he's a good-looking guy. He's clearly really athletic. He's built like a brick house, right? He's got the perfect image for a champion. He's got the assets in terms of the power, in skill in that sense. 20 knockouts out of 21 wins, as I said earlier. So, and he is seen as Frank Warren as being one of the guys to take Queensberry forward as one of the golden childs. And so interestingly, the poll at the moment is poised at 50-50. 50% for Yard, 50% for Arthur. It shows how close it's going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a close fight. And just as this Noakes Cooper fight is ended, respect to Cooper, obviously. I think he put on a good performance himself. Cooper did.
Agreed,
he was very tough, and he had some good moments in that fight as well. But yeah, Noakes obviously winning this fight by TKO, and remains undefeated, doesn't he? So on to the next one for him.
Agreed. T saying Lee Cooper's a brand. Yeah. Matthew Flynn says, keep it up, lads. Thank you. Appreciate it.
For you.
E-Machines 34 says, Yard is too good to lose this. KO win in 6 rounds. Let's see. Hamid Ali says, I've been watching George Kambosos for 3 years now. I knew he would beat T.O., but nobody believed me. I'm glad to see he finally gets the recognition he deserves. You know what? I can hold my hands up. I think we both can and say that we didn't expect him to win. I don't think we realized how...
We predicted that he wouldn't win at the beginning.
Yeah. I think both of us, definitely underestimated him. I know he's done a lot of rounds with Manny Pacquiao, for example, who's actually obviously a bigger guy than George Kambosos in terms of weight-wise. He's sparred with him countless number of times. That's not the only reason. I think obviously that's a great thing to do, but he was seen as being someone who's just a pressure fighter, someone who comes forward. Obviously, he showed a different dimension to his game, just an incredible boxing IQ that was displayed by him on the night. And honestly, it was a pleasure to behold. I thought it was a really clean performance, some fantastic combination punching, managed to drop him early doors, and that was fantastic to show, I guess, Tio, that I've got a bit of power as well, and you have to respect me, especially after he came out swinging. SGD says, fight of the year, Lopez versus Kambosos. You know what? We're not going to tell you because we actually, and all of you in the chat, make sure you keep an eye out. We're going to be doing the QualityShot annual awards. I don't know if you guys know, but we covered 2 other sports on this channel as well, cricket and tennis. We will be doing annual awards for those, but we did one last year. We'll be doing one this year as well for boxing. It'll be annual awards. It'll be a video. And we'll have categories. So fight of the year, fighter of the year, upset of the year, prospect of the year, British fighter of the year, blah, 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 etc. All those different categories, a round of the year, etc. So do keep an eye out for that. It should be good fun. It really should be. Johnny Oni says, thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, he says it has to be. Kambosos has been my favorite fighter for years now. Wow, that's cool. Ashley says, only one to stop Kambosos is Tank, in my opinion. Maybe Loma. Yeah, maybe Haney. I don't know, man. I mean, really, it looks like if Haney wins tonight, they will probably make Haney Kambosos or Kambosos Haney. I would really like to see that. Let's see how it goes anyway. Fendi says, I'm 50 on Yard TKO, also 50 on Arthur Undisputed. Well, not Undisputed, sorry. Unanimous decision. Yeah, agreed. Shiraz versus Skeet prediction. Shiraz late TKO. What about you, Mohammad? Danny LaRusso. Danny LaRusso? Is that Danny like from Karate Kid? If that's your actual name, I apologize. But if it's not, if it's just an alliance, that's hilarious. If anyone hasn't seen Cobra Kai, you should watch it. Really good show. I don't know if Mohammed's seen it, but Mohammed, you should watch it. Netflix. You can watch it with your wife. It's a good watch. And it's got Danny LaRusso. It's got the Karate Kid cast in it. It's a new show.
Yes, to answer the question, I've got Shiraz winning by KO or TKO, so we'll see.
Mohammed's like, shut up and let me answer the question. I don't care.
Damn, man. So Bradley Skeety.
Skeet. Bradley Skeety.
I'm just saying the quiz.
Unknown General said, who's winning? Who's winning what, buddy? We just saw Sam Noakes fight now. He won. Next is Hamza Shiraz versus Bradley Skeety, as Mohammad would say.
Well, is that or Skeet? And,
it's Skeet, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, fair dues. All right, then. Yeah, I mean, it's 34. Wow, okay. Yeah.
Hamid Ali says Shiraz stops him in the 8th round. Okay, yeah, can see that.
He's got way more rounds under his belt, obviously, Bradley, doesn't he? So, yeah, I mean, it's the experience versus the youth and the eagerness and the skill of Shiraz, I guess, right? So
exactly, yeah.
It's a proper test for him, to be honest. I mean, it
is a proper test, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'll just go through the comments. Pompey Yazza says, hey guys, Aaron from Emsworth, fishing village near Pompey. Wow, okay. Enjoying your output. Thanks. Thank you for joining. I'm going to be honest with you, and Mohammed can correct me if I'm wrong, but this actually is the best thing about doing this, is getting people from all over the place, from different regions, and like from places that we would never expect people to join in. And it's just great. Like, it's fantastic. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Keep the comments coming, keep the likes and subscribes coming. Get involved. We'll be doing Devon Haney later as well, as I said. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Danny Naruto says, Hamid Ali, I got Shiraz 5th round KO. Easy work. Okay. T says, I think Shiraz will win in 3 rounds. Wow. And E-Machines 34 says, Guy with glasses speaks and talks like Richard Osman, the guy from Pointless. Mohammad, you should Google him. He's an extremely intelligent person.
Oh,
Richard
I
Osman,
know him. I know this guy.
with the quiff. That's actually not a bad comparison either. There's some good ones.
It's a bad comparison.
Why? Why is it?
You know, I'm not that guy. But I appreciate
I'm not that good.
I do have my moments where I do kind of allow you to take the reins of the commentary. I'll just sit back and just add my little bits here and there, much like he would probably.
No, but you're going to be doing the next fight. Says one. Jose Mayer says Jojo with the upset fighting on the inside. Okay, interesting against Devin Haney. Says how long till the fight? I'd assume the next 10 minutes. Hamza Shiraz. I mean, I think they're running.
Yeah, they're just getting ready, aren't they? Yeah, I mean, they're going to move straight on to it because I mean, this previous fight didn't. Well, obviously, it did end. It didn't finish the completion of all the rounds, but I'm sure they'll be ready to come out. You know, usually I find that it's easier for them to come out, obviously, if all the rounds are gone through, right? Because they almost know that they need to be ready by a certain time, and but if a fight ends prematurely, the prior fight, I assume they just give a bit more time to fighters. That's my assumption, but at the same time, they're probably ready, aren't they? As soon as the previous fight that they follow up has started, I assume they're usually already ready, aren't they? I don't really know how it works in reality.
Yeah, I mean,
you've had to wait a long time in other circumstances where like a fight ends prematurely, ends up being like half an hour or something. But yeah, I'm sure they'll be out in like 10 minutes.
Agreed. We've already gone through that. SG says Joe GS for the next big upset. So that's just so interesting. I'm liking that. Harris says, are you both going to watch the Haney fight? Yes, we will be. So do 1, like the video, 2, subscribe to the channel, 3, click the notification bell, and 4, stay tuned and get involved in the live stream watch along for Devin Haney, which we'll be doing later on tonight. Charlie says, on a long drive to Sydney and came across your channel. Wow. Thank you, Charlie, for tuning in. This is what I mean. This is great. Thank you for tuning in, Charlie.
Pretty cool.
Amazing to have you on, Charlie Bavino. It says, and came across the channel, what's the status of the card? So we've got 2 fights left. They might have a filler in between the chief undercard and main, but I don't think they're going to have time. So most likely, because sometimes they have a floater fight, but I don't think they're going to have time to have those floater fights. So unfortunately, those guys won't fight. Hamza Shiraz versus Bradley Skeet is next up. And the final fight, obviously the main fight, will be Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yarde, the rematch. So those are the last 2 fights. I don't think we're going to see anything else here today, to be fair, but we shall see. Warlord Gaming says, are you showing the fight? We cannot, unfortunately, because of copyright infringement. So apologies. But it's on BT Sport if you'd like to watch it. In the UK, if you're in the US or other, I don't think they're showing it in the US from what I've heard from other channels. Rad Pankagni, maybe, says Yarde to win. So he says, is Hamza Shiraz not even fought yet? Joke. It is, man. It is. I don't know why it's taking so long. They haven't timed this very well at all, this card. But Hamza Shiraz is fighting now. So we're going to get him on. Mohammad, I'm going to let you commentate.
Is it me or is... Who's in Skeet's corner? That looks like it's one of the Ingle guys. It looks like Kell Brooks' trainer.
What, Domingo?
Yeah, I mean, did you? I mean, I don't know if you caught a glimpse of him.
No, but Dominic Ingle is
maybe it's definitely not right.
Was it a bold built white guy?
But it looks very. I mean, we've done a lot of lookalikes.
It is. It's Dominic Ingle. You're right.
Oh, there you go, Mr. There you go. It's not just some bold white guy, as you said.
Yeah. Trainer, there you go. Dominic Ingle is on the screen as well.
It's really weird. Okay,
he's only boxed 3 rounds since December 2018. Former undefeated British, Commonwealth, and WBO European welterweight champion. Wow.
Okay. That I think that makes it obviously a closer fight, doesn't it? Really?
Well, he's lost 3 times. But he's lost for
one of the Ingle guys in there.
So he lost to the European. He lost for the European title to Leharaga in 2018. Interesting. And lost to Diego Ramirez for the vacant WBO International welterweight title.
Yeah.
So now he's fighting at super welterweight, so he's gone up in weight. Interesting.
Yeah, and he's got a good trainer in his corner, so I'm sure that'll have a.
Sudi says Hamza Shiraz not even fought though. I'm confused. Yeah, because he's on now, mate.
He's on now. The Shiraz Skeet fight is on.
Skeete, as Mohammad would say.
Well,
with a little apostrophe on it, little accent, French accent. Hamid Ali says, "Somebody tell me a live stream. Don't know any. Sorry, but you can watch it on BT." Sudi says, "Yard will be fighting after Devin Haney at this point." Oh god, he's only had 3 rounds of boxing since 2018. Yeah, that's going to be the biggest issue, isn't it? So we're about to find out what he's got. I assume he'll be rusty. Mohammad, I will let you take over and I'll give my secondary commentating. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and enjoy the last 2 fights.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Fight is just in the middle of the ring right now. Referee giving the usual protect yourself at all times stuff. They already know about this. Touch gloves, no bad blood. Red versus blue.
Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Oh, let's not get into that. Although good day today for football, isn't it? Okay, so Shiraz and Skeet, let's go. Hopefully, it'll be a very interesting fight. Fight is on the way now. So nice. Fight is just in the middle right now. I guess just feeling each other around. Oh, nice sharp left jab to the body there by Skeet, but then Shiraz comes back with a jab of his own. And suddenly the pace of the fight is starting to quicken already. Another jab to the body by Skeet. I mean, maybe one of his plans to try and go to the body a bit more.
Good right hand from Hamza Shiraz.
Which I haven't seen yet. Maybe I'm that delayed. just saw a jab just now. I mean, yeah. Maybe I missed that right hand. Oh, nice right hand by Hamza Shiraz. Wow, I'm delayed. You take over. Let me try.
Okay. Hamza Shiraz has got a very tight guard, and that right hand, an eye-catching shot. Skeet having some success with the jab, but for the most part, he's got a very tight guard. Hamza Shiraz, very good defense. It looks like he's trying to go to body, mainly looking for that right hand. And I tell you what, he is a very tall fellow. Is Hamza Shiraz for a super welterweight, and the fight that me and Mohammad want to see. The best fight is him versus the Towering Inferno. They're at the same weight class. They're in the same weight class, and it would be the battle of the very tall super welterweights, which would be great to see. And that probably about the same level. So far, very good jab to the body and then head from Hamza Shiraz there again. Just 1 minute and 6 seconds to go in this round. And Hamza Shiraz doing well so far. Bit of success for Bradley Skeet as well. Trying to bounce on his toes a little bit. Good double jab there. But Shiraz just looking tight in his defense. But good body work there from Skeet, jabbing to the body. This time trying to go to the head with the jabs, but clips the gloves of Hamza Shiraz.
Yeah, and just on the height, they're both 6'1", I think, according to boxing.
They are.
They're both equal.
Although, to be fair, Hamza Shiraz looks taller than Bradley Skeet, so I'm not sure how accurate
that is. Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah, E-Machines 34 saying ridiculous that Shiraz hasn't fought. A good right hand actually there, though, from Bradley Skeet over the top there.
Very nice.
And then Shiraz comes with the response with the left hook to the body and then a jab from Skeet. Oh, this is good from Skeet. Good, really good combination.
Yeah, I think Skeet's winning this round. There's about 10 seconds left on mine.
I'd give it to Shiraz because of the earlier work, but I think the second half of this round, Skeet has then had some success. So I would say Shiraz, but I'm happy to go Skeet. I think it's a swing round for sure.
Round 1 is finished on my side of the stream. Yeah, I'm giving that to Skeet. So you're giving it to Shiraz, fair dues. That's good.
And the E-Machines 34 saying ridiculous that Shiraz hasn't fought yet. We are looking at 11:30 UK time for the main event, which is crazy. It's supposed to be around 10, so I'm not sure. Wait, because it's nearly 10:30, right? So.
Oh damn! I didn't realize the time. Oh my god.
Hara says that's Ricky in Hamza's corner. It is, yeah. Hara says Ricky helped train Khan when he was with Joe. Yeah. I mean, Ricky Hatton's not a bad person to have in the corner. I mean, obviously he's a trainer now as well.
Good people in their corners, don't they? Really? I mean, makes it more of a high-profile fight, of course, as well, doesn't it? So have these people in there.
See, Dominic Ingle is an absolute unit. Absolute
very famous gym, of course.
Because of Brendan Ingle, yeah.
Yeah, where Nassim Mohammad, I believe, used to train.
Yeah, Johnny Nelson,
Junior Sheffield, England.
Yeah.
Right, second round is underway.
Oh, good jab to the body from Hamza Shiraz to start off. Oh, there you go. Goes to the tries to jab there. Skeet doesn't have any success. Just hits the gloves, but good jab from Shiraz there.
Yeah,
very good. Fendi says, "Is this 10 rounds?" It is 10 rounds. Yes, it is 10 rounds. It's a very interesting fight. It really is. You can see Shiraz just trying to back up Skeet. Skeet's got a little bit of the Ingle Gym style about him. You know, hand up, just very twitchy, feints.
Yeah.
Countering, very reflex based.
Yeah, nice jab.
Lots of looks as well.
Shiraz having more success with the jabs.
Yeah, that's a good jab, a good double jab there. And then he looks more measured, doesn't he? He's just trying to measure his work here. Trying to rush a good jab to the head and then body. Oh, that's a good flipped out jab there. He snaps the head back of Bradley Skeet.
Yeah.
This is a much better round from Hamza Shiraz, I think, so far. But Skeet came on strong in the second half of that first round. Thing is, that does make a difference. It catches the judge's eyes, and that's how you nick rounds. So as Mohammad gave it to Skeet, some others may have as well.
Was that a bit of showboating from Skeet? I think he's just sticking his head out.
Yeah. Good jab to the body there from Skeet. He's working nicely to the body. I think he should be.
Yeah. I'm sure he's planning to go upstairs at some point and try and lower Shiraz's guard so that he opens himself up and then go.
He's so lean, Shiraz. He doesn't have much in terms of width to aim for. It's more, which is what he's doing, going up and down. So going to the body, then going to solar plexus, even going to the head. There's not much to really wing round with hooks to Shiraz because his body is just it's that frame, that very slender frame. Or double jab from Skeet doesn't land, and then a wild right hand from Shiraz misses the target.
Yeah.
Good feints here from Skeet. Then tries to go overhand right, doesn't connect, and tries to go left hook. A lot of early shuffle here from Skeet. Very interesting.
Already trying to do a bit of showboating. Fair. I mean, it's not going to win him the round.
No,
but it shows where his mental state is at. He seems quite.
Shows he's confident. Good double jab from Skeet at the end. I would give that to Shiraz.
I'd give that to Shiraz as well.
Just because of the good work early doors. There was quite a bit of inactivity and a lot of missed work. To be fair, fighters throwing and not really landing anything of note. A lot of shots caught on the gloves or just missing the target completely.
Yeah.
So I think you've got one. You've got it even. I've got Shiraz up 2. But I think either way you can have it. T says Shiraz just needs to let his hands go and it's over. I think it's easier said than done. I think Skeet looks like quite a tricky customer. He looks like one of those typical Dom Ingle fighters that is very much reflex based and he's quite elusive. He gives you different looks. He's not going to just stand still and let you nail him. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Umar Fruit says too thin. I mean, not really. I mean, he can be as thin as you want, right? I mean, he looks very thin to us, but clearly, given his record so far, he's done well. It could be a weight that he's comfortable. It's clearly a weight that he's comfortable making, and he's done well so far. Ralph's Rositis says someone got some streaming website. I don't know, unfortunately, and we're watching on BT Sport, but thanks for joining. Guys, there's over 50 of you in the chat, nearly 60 of you. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you hadn't already liked and subscribed, thank you all legends for doing so. If you haven't, please do. It does help us out. 1-2 there from Hamza Shiraz, missing the target though. Yeah. He's been very elusive. A good head move from Skeet, and to be fair, from Hamza Shiraz as well when he's had to defend. A lot on the gloves of Shiraz, which you may go against him because sometimes the judges, they look at it and they think it's connecting, but on the judges, it doesn't mean much, right? It really doesn't. SG says, I wish. Oh, there you go. Jab from Skeet and not landing. Hamid says, I'm trying to find a stream as well. Yeah, apologies, guys. Can't help you out on that front.
Sorry. Bit more venom from Shiraz in these punches now, I think.
I think he's trying to make sure that Skeet. Good jab there from Shiraz. He just pivoted around nicely there after missing with the first shot. But as you said, I think he's definitely sitting down a bit more in his punches, and I think he wants to get Skeet to respect him, right? Because at the moment, Skeet looks quite comfortable. Yes, he may not be in the lead. I think you've got him even. I've got him down too. But let's see. Vapor cases. What time is it on? Sorry, go on.
Sorry, another jab to the body by Skeet there. It certainly looks like it's part of his plan to go and jab.
Which makes sense, right? Break him down to the body, and it's not a bad. And that's again going to the body. Again going to the body. It's a good option. I really do think it is. But because says, what time is it on the Yard fight? So this is the last fight, from what I know, unless they put a flow to it, which they shouldn't because they're late.
So we're hoping it'll be around 11, right?
Yeah, around 11, probably.
To how quickly this fight ends.
Yeah.
And
I mean, given that they're overrunning, I think, it could be earlier if this fight gets stopped. But at the moment, the way this fight's going, it could go 10 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised, but we shall see.
By 11, we mean 11 p.m. UK time, so
correct.
Half an hour from now, basically, for reference.
Exactly. Jab from Skeet missing. This is definitely a little bit of a chess match here. There's been some good jabs thrown, but nothing really flush. Apart from that right hand from Shiraz first round, we haven't seen many big shots at all. Uppercut from Shiraz missing, then goes left into the body. I think he might have blocked that, Skeet. But good work from both. Yeah. Ralph says, I think it starts in 5-10 minutes. It definitely won't. Shidi says, I searched for a stream for at least 4 hours, nothing, hence why I'm here. No problem at all. Aggie guy says, nobody's showing you the fights. Both guys says, okay. What channel is it on? It's on BT Sport. It's on BT Sport. I give that round to Shiraz, but again, I think it's a tight round. It's a swing round. How have you got it, Mohammad?
I'll give that to Shiraz as well. Yes, I've got Shiraz up by 1. But that was, it was very tight. I mean, they both had good parts in that round, but at the same time they were missing quite a bit as well. So I mean, it wasn't nothing particularly eye-catching in that round, to be honest. But I think Shiraz just edges it.
Agreed. Yeah, I think Shiraz will probably be hoping that Skeet slows down a little bit as the fight wears on. Obviously, he's only had 3 rounds since 2018.
Yes. But with all the shots to the body that Skeet is trying to throw, I assume Skeet is thinking
trying to slow him down as well. Correct, yeah. I agree. And I think Shiraz will be, thinking if I can get him into the second half of the fight, I can probably, I can probably get it done.
Yeah, and just BT showing Yard kind of dancing off.
Yeah. Here you go. Start of the 4th round here. Jab to the body again. And as you said, that's definitely a tactic from Skeet. Shiraz needs to be better there. He needs to tighten up there. He's got his elbows close together to try and avoid the body shots. That's what he should be doing. He's got very tight guard. That's much better. Good jab there from Shiraz. Just clipping him. It's just nothing particularly flush from either. I finally found it. No problem. Release Sky for streams. Might find it fair enough. BT Sports, cool. Good jab. Good double jab from Skeet.
Yeah, straight through the guard of Shiraz.
Yeah, he's definitely a good reflex fighter. He's no mug, is he, Bradley Skeet?
No, of course not. I mean, if you look at his record, he's got one of the Ingle
left hook there from Shiraz. Doesn't land flush, and Bradley Skeet goes, come on then, come on.
With his own as well, though.
Yeah, but nothing really landing of note, to be fair. I mean, a lot caught on the gloves, or they're moving backwards, so they're kind of taking the sting out of the shot. It's good move, good 1-2 from Shiraz, but again, just clipping him, not really landing flush Shiraz. And T saying Shiraz needs more head movement. I agree. I think a little bit too much of a target, really. I know he's trying to catch them on the gloves, but then he needs to try and catch counter. Then he can't just catch on the gloves and not come back. He needs to be a bit more active, I think. But Skeet is being elusive. He's a tricky fighter for sure.
Yeah.
Left hook from Shiraz. That caught him on caught Skeet on the side of the head. And you can see he's switching a little bit there. That hurt. I tell you what, that's a good shot. That definitely clipped him. Definitely did. And you could see Skeet suddenly switch on there, like, oh, okay, I could be in trouble here. But he's managed to get himself on the spot there. Another left hook from Shiraz, catches again. He tries to go wild, he then goes to the left hook again, catches him. It wasn't as much of a hurtful shot. But that left hook he's having success with here, Shiraz. So I think he'll be looking for that. Good 1-2 as well. Better from Shiraz. Better work in there. Skeet very much on the back foot, whereas before it was a kind of tug of war, really, in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I had Skeet kind of winning that round until midway, and then I think Shiraz has taken over now.
Yeah, agreed.
Especially with that left hook.
Yeah, 100%. I think Shiraz is definitely
just nicked around. I
far.
think that the first half I was definitely giving it to Skeet. I think he had the better of the exchanges, but yeah, certainly Shiraz taken over, and Skeet having some success now in the last few seconds of this fourth round. Yeah. But I don't think that's enough.
And I agree. So I've got Shiraz up. I think I've got him up actually. I don't think I've given Skeet a round,
don't you? Yeah,
which I think is This is partly the reason why sometimes boxing and scoring can be a bit misleading. I think every round has been pretty close. That's a really good. They're showing a really good double jab from Skeet there. That he's nicked them really in my views. Hasn't been particularly dominant at all. Guys, as well, there's over 60 of you in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yes. Please do remember to smash the like button if you haven't already. Read us, help us out. If you haven't already, I think quite a few of you have. I think 24 likes. Come on, guys, get up to 50 likes will be good. Please remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. Read us, help us out a great deal. And do subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. If you have liked and subscribed, thank you. You're all legends for doing so. I really do appreciate it. And we'll be covering Devin Haney later on, which will be cool for the fight later this evening. And we've got a lot of other watch-alongs lined up as the start of this fifth round gets underway. T saying just using his long arms and tight guard. T saying 3-1 Shiraz, yeah. And SGT says BT Sports is the only channel showing the fight, so it makes sense you found it there, lad indeed. Vision Target Shoot says, can we have a call in? We can maybe have a quick one after this fight, before the Anthony Yarde and Lyndon Arthur one. I can put the link in the chat and we can have a couple of people on before that fight. So yeah, why not? We can do it. Obviously, I'll monitor it, keep it clean. Don't keep it clean, please, in terms of, you know what I mean. And no one below the age of 18, please.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. A combination thrown by Hamza Shiraz and Bradley Skeet doing really well to be evasive there, to be fair. Nothing landing and good defensive work from the Ingle fighter. Good double jab there from Skeet. He's utilized that well. He really has. He's
Yeah, nice double jab by Skeet, but I mean, relatively ineffective in terms of actually hurting Shiraz.
Yeah, it's not a hurtful shot; it's a scoring shot, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think if you look at the shots that have been power punches and it's quite stiff hooks, and it's all coming from Shiraz. Really, I think depends whether Skeet's looking to try and win this on points or whether he wants to get Shiraz out. I assume he's going to try and win on points.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see Skeet stopping Shiraz. It doesn't seem like he's got that type of power. So I'd assume that he's looking to the long haul here.
Depends what his chin's like. I don't know what Shiraz's chin is like, to be honest. I mean, I assume
it seems pretty good. I mean, I don't think it's been tested a huge amount in his career so far. He has definitely taken shots. I don't think he's been dropped yet, unless I'm mistaken. So look, he seems to have a decent one, but it hasn't been hugely tested, that's for sure. See Shiraz here just dipping down. He's looking for openings, and Skeet with a flurry of punches there, but nothing really landing from what I could see, unless my untrained eye missed it, right. Catching him flush.
No, it's blocked. A nice right to the body by Skeet, though.
Yeah, good move from Skeet here as well, just dancing around. I think this round for me so far is to Skeet. Good, look at that, making him miss. The right hand from Shiraz to counter, and Skeet Really good head movement.
Very nice.
Really impressive reflexes. He looks slick and
a bit of showboating, getting his hands down there, Skeet.
Yeah, that was a very good round. Guys, of course, as well, I know obviously it's late, so don't worry, though, if you are just tuning in or you're worried about the Lyndon versus Anthony Yarde fight. It is coming on. It's just really late. Don't know why. Ask BT Sport. But it will be on after this fight on now. So hopefully it should be on in the next 15, 20 minutes is what I'm hoping. And before that fight, we'll try and do a quick call-in. I'll chuck the link to the stream in the chat, and we'll try and get through as many people as possible. We'll try and keep it short and sweet so you guys can give a quick opinion on how you think the fight's going to go, predictions, and then move on to the next as well, if you guys are interested. In terms of the poll as well, 51% of you saying Arthur to win, 49% Anthony Yarde. So
very tight. How many people voted?
So far, it's 181 people so far.
Yeah, that is almost impossible to get that close with 180 people voting.
It shows how divisive it is, right? And how competitive it's going to be. A good jab from Skeet to start off the round. Good right hand, though, from Shiraz. Really good. And definitely clipped Skeet there. He was moving backwards, though, which does mean that it didn't catch him extremely flush. But definitely hurt him. You could see him suddenly switch on again after he got caught there. So impressive stuff from Shiraz. Needs more of that. Needs more hurtful and eye-catching shots. Definitely gave the last round to Skeet. And he's doesn't seem to be slowing down either. Oh, good left hand from Shiraz as well. But again, he's moving backwards. He's really clever at doing that. He doesn't just stick in there in the pocket. Oh, good right hand and left hook from Shiraz. He's having a lot of success in this round. This is a very good round so far, and still 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, just a lot of head movement from Skeet, but not really throwing much back. And yeah, you're right. Good success from Shiraz in terms of connecting with these punches.
Yeah, very good accuracy from Shiraz. Good timing, and much better. Good jab though from Skeet there. Just rocking the head back of Hamza Shiraz. Good jab again. Really impressive 1-2 there. Again from Shiraz. But not quite landing flush there.
Yeah, I think, in fairness to Skeet, really good head movement at points in this fight as well. So he's done a good job of slipping and sliding and avoiding a number of Shiraz's punches. Agreed. T says, has Dominic Ingle got any top fighters anymore? I mean, he's got Kell Brook, which I don't think he can be classed as a top fighter anymore, but obviously he was. Kid Galahad did win a world title, but then he got knocked out recently, didn't he? Don't know. Rough Rice is the main event on TalkSport, lads. I'm not sure. I'd assume it is. TalkSport Radio probably is, but I'm not 100% sure, buddy. You have to check it out. Right, here we go. Good jab to the body from Shiraz, and then a right hand from Bradley Skeet. Missing the target, though. So far, give us a Shiraz. Good left hook again. I think caught a little bit on the glove, a little bit. Just clipping the side of Bradley Keith's head there as well. You can see both just fainting, trying to look for openings. It's a very, very cerebral fight for sure. Definitely a thinking fight here. A lot of twitching, a lot of fainting, and a lot more movement and action in this round, which has been a lot better to see. Hasn't just been a case of them eyeing each other up and cancelling each other out. Definitely a Shiraz round for me. I've got him up, I think. Was that round 6, was it? That was round 6, yes. So
I've got him 5-1 up, but I think you've got something different, haven't you?
So yeah, that's going to Shiraz on my unofficial scorecard. So I got Shiraz up by 2.
Okay, so you've got 4-2. Yeah, I've got 5-1, but I think 4-2, 5-1. I think
3, 4, 5. That was the 6th round, wasn't it? Actually,
yeah.
I think. So moving on to the 7th.
Yeah. So a good round for Shiraz. I thought much better, a lot more active, and managing to also land some good shots in the end as well. Guys, there are 60 of you in the chat as well. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. If you haven't, please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. Really does help us out a great deal. Helps with the algorithm, helps with our growth. And of course, we're going to be doing a lot more watch-alongs like this. We're going to be doing Devin Haney later, and we will be doing. Wow, hold on, Richie Whittle's score. Richard Whittle's scorecard. He's only given Shiraz 1 round. He's got Skeet up 5-1. Interesting.
Okay, that's nonsense, isn't it? Really, let's be honest.
I don't know. I mean, am I missing something?
Well, if we're wrong, then we're wrong. But that's the beauty of watching these fights without sound, as well, isn't it? Really,
that's true. We're not watching. We're watching without commentary, so it can't affect.
No, I have it closer than you have it.
Maybe it just shows how amateurish we are.
Well,
oh god.
Can't learn without trying anyway, so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think it makes sense for Shiraz to be winning this fight.
Yeah, I
mean, I don't know if he's up by, was it 4? Do you have him or something, or all rounds or something?
I've got Shiraz up by 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Shiraz up by 2. So yeah, I think.
I've got him up 4. Sorry, 5-1.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. I mean, I think
I've got the opposite of Richie Whittle's scorecard. He's got 5-1 up to Skeet.
Interesting.
I mean, I had Lopez Cambosos. We got that spot on. To be fair, that fight. So
we did. And to be fair, we don't usually get the fights. I don't think we've ever gotten the fights wrong, if I think about it. But
anti-Joshua Usyk, we did. That's quite.
Bad. Yeah, true. That's true.
I think there's a bit of emotion in that.
That was probably emotion. Cut developing under the right eye of Skeet there. So
yeah,
I'm
you can
sure
see very good. I mean, he's got good boxing ability, good right hand again from Shiraz as well. I mean, maybe some of the shots that we think are landing on the gloves are actually landing on Shiraz, right? And they're scoring shots. Maybe that's what we're missing. But hold on, has he dropped him? I think that's a slip. That's a slip. Interesting. T says that's ridiculous. That scorecard. I don't know. We'll see. I guess Umar Farouk saying 120 frames rate stream. Don't know what that is, but fair enough. Good jab to the body. Ski looks hurt though. He looks hurt. I know he hasn't given us a knockdown, but I would like to see the replay just to see was he clipped beforehand with a shot, because he looks like he's on slightly unsteady legs. And I'll tell you what, this is a very good appetizer for the main fight, which is Anthony Yarde versus Lyndon Arthur 2, or Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yarde 2. Really looking forward to that rematch. It's going to be a cracker, isn't it?
It will.
Right hand from Shiraz, a bit wild there. Skeet smiles as he gets out of the way. Good jab, though, from Shiraz. He's trying to get Skeet out of it. I think he's had enough. But if the scorecards are true, he's in a lot of trouble here, Shiraz, because he can't win from here if he's 4 rounds down.
Which is mad.
Oh, no, he can. No, sorry, he can't. Yeah, it'll be a draw. He'd have to win every round to get a draw.
Rather than a 12, isn't it? So, yeah. I mean... I think that left hook was...
He says he definitely caught him before he went down. I think he did. I think it was whether that caused him to go down or whether there was a slip after. But yeah, Skeet coming back with some...
Nice right hook. Yeah.
Go on.
I think this is Shiraz round. But yeah, Skeet just coming back with something of his own. Yeah, I mean, right jab. There you go. And end of that round. I mean, I'm giving that to Shiraz.
Agreed. Random Matrix says Billy Joe Saunders got beat down in a gypsy fight and stabbed a guy through the hand. I've heard about this rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. But
what rumor? Sorry,
that Billy Joe Saunders got beat down in a gypsy fight because he's a gypsy, isn't he? And apparently he stabbed a guy through the hand.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know whether that's happened or not. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised. Because Billy Joe is a bit dubious, morally dubious with some of the stuff he does.
Let's not get started on that.
Some of the actual verified stuff that he's done.
Yeah, some of the actual verified stuff is nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah.
T says, let them hands go, lad. He needs to, yeah. The issue is that Skeet is being quite evasive. There's some swelling there. Harry Spencer said, random matrix is real. No idea. SGT says BJ Saunders was exposed by Canelo. I thought he had some good success against Canelo. He got caught. He got hit with a good shot, but me and Mohammad actually had him up. I think.
I think we did at the time, but I mean, upon reflection, maybe we're just getting carried away.
Maybe we're just like, no one's had this type of success since Floyd Mayweather.
But you know how Canelo has those fights where you think, Canelo isn't doing that well, and then suddenly he just goes up several gears and just destroys the opponent. That's basically what happened, isn't it? Really, just started using his power and just completely destroyed his opponent. So,
Ramesh says, "What I heard, pal, the Darton Sons was scrapping. BJ Saunders got beat, and it went off big time." Oh my god! jab
AJ
from
Fury
Skeet.
fight ever happens.
Yes, but it can only happen if two things. If AJ fights Usyk, he has to beat Usyk, and then Fury has to beat White, then they'll fight. Or if AJ takes a step aside, which apparently potentially might happen, I don't know, I can't believe it, but apparently might, then Usyk will fight Fury, and then there'll be a deal which will say whoever wins that fight will face Joshua. So Fury will have to beat Usyk, and then Fury will have to not retire because he could retire after that. Hopefully not, and then he'd face AJ, but we'll see.
It's the biggest fight in British boxing, so I'm sure it'll happen.
Hopefully. Possible says who's winning, Arthur or Yard? I think we've got Arthur slightly edging it, but who knows? And in fact, the poll says 51% Yard, 49% Arthur. Just shows how tight that fight's going to be. I said, great to see you guys online. Please, everyone, like and subscribe. Yeah, please do. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good. Thank you. These final rounds are critical for both fighters.
Yeah, agreed.
If we're having it one way, and
he's hurt him. Oh, he's hurt him. He's going for the kill. Let's see how he finishes here now. 100 shots. Can he finish him off? Oh, he did hurt him. He doesn't look super unsteady. He went pretty wild there. Opened up. That was interesting. He definitely hurt.
Really did hurt him, though.
He did. He's nodding at Shiraz now, which means that he's hurt. And you can see he's backing off. He's definitely hurt. He's definitely hurt. It's just a question of how hurt. Yeah, he's down. There we go. Oh, he hit him when he was on a knee. He might get.
Oh, yeah. That could. I don't think he'll get disqualified for that, will he?
He shouldn't. Hopefully, but
that was not the right thing to do, though, was it? But he is down. But what is he ruling as a slip, or am I confused? Like I'm
not sure.
I'm lagging on my stream, but he's talking to him in the corner while he's still.
He's giving him time, I think.
I'm just listening in because the crowd's booing. Oh, I think he's having a rest. I mean,
I think it's because he got. So he took a knee, but then he got hit. Has he took the knee, which he shouldn't be doing? I think he got carried away.
This is good for him though, because he's allowed to rest more, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, he should only be resting for about 5 seconds.
No, they'll give him more.
They're giving him as much time as he wants. You know what? If I was him, I'd milk it, and I would take as much time as I want.
Right, here we go.
Why wouldn't you? You're trying to win the fight. You might as well.
He's saying I'm okay to the ref. I don't know. That's a weird one. Should that be a disqualification? Ramesh says Lyndon will out box Yard, jab, jab, jab. What time is Yard fight? Should be in about 15, 20 minutes.
He's not looking good, is he?
On the fruit says oops.
Oh, he's taking a point away from Shiraz for the punch on the knee. So it's gonna. He can't get the 10-8, can he?
No, he can only get 10-9 now, unless he drops him again.
10-9, so I mean, but he could knock him out still, couldn't he? So it's not like it's in vain.
Oh, it's over. He's gonna knock him out. He's just caught him with 2 left hooks. And he looks hurt. I think he's going to knock him out.
Yeah, he's going for that. He's absolutely going.
This time he doesn't hit him on the knee. This time he doesn't hit him on the knee.
Oh, yeah.
Domingo's looking at the ref. Domingo is not happy. He's not happy. You know why?
Why?
He's not happy because he's thinking he's hit him when he's down. He should be disqualified. I think he's going to say that after if he loses this fight. It's the end of the round.
Saves him.
So wait, 10-8. 10-8. 10-8. Well, 10-7. 10-7, sorry.
10-7?
10-7, yeah.
Double knockdown, which would make it what? With that
10-6.
10-6, right? But then deduction, so 10-7.
So it won't be a 10. It'll be a 9-6, won't it? It'll be 9-6.
Oh, you're right. But the effect is still, so 9-6.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird, isn't it? But he's up there
says he might.
By
6
on mine now.
He says, that is awful from Shiraz. Yeah, he got carried away.
I don't know why he was punching someone. He knew he was.
Let's have a look
while he was taking the knee. Like it's completely pointless for him to be doing that. I mean, I'm taking a look at the slow mo as well now. So down he goes, and then oh wait, that's another slow mo. But anyway, he gave him at least 2 punches, didn't
he? Yeah.
Oh wow, and already we're in round 9. I think there's still 2 rounds left. I'm sure this will end through TKO or KO now. I think he's substantially hurt, Skeet.
Yeah,
he hasn't recovered, and Shiraz is just going to keep pushing forward and trying to go for the
thing. Is as well, if those scorecards are true, what Richie Wood
needs a knockout.
Then he needs a knockout.
Yeah, he needs a KO.
Oh, he's getting hurt, Skeet. Oh, he's getting hurt. There's a couple of bad shots, left hooks especially, landing. He's eating them.
Oh,
surely it's just a matter of time.
And Skeet is not looking on firm legs necessarily.
Oh, he's taking another knee. He's taking another knee. He's
got
hurt.
2 minutes left of this ninth round. I don't think he's going to make it. He's not going to make it. I mean, whatever point lead he had doesn't exist now.
Oh, he's called it off. Shiraz gets the win. Slightly controversial, maybe, but he gets the win. I had him slightly up, but
9.
Fantastic win in the end. Really good showing from Bradley Skeet, by the way. A lot of credit has to be given to him. He definitely, it was a really good fight, I thought. Really competitive and a fantastic learning fight as well, because he's a good fighter, Bradley Skeet.
Yeah, very good fight. I mean, I'm sure people will be talking about the controversy of punching after Skeet took the knee. That'll be something that people will discuss. But I mean, let's be honest. I think even if he didn't do that, I have a feeling he probably would have still done what he just did right now. It wouldn't have lasted the whole fight. I think it was a matter of time by that point. Skeet was visibly hurt. And I think it was a matter of time before a KO or TKO victory was on its way. Very concerning about the points scorecard being different to what we had it as. I mean, I assume we'll get access to what the scorecard.
Yeah, we will. So basically, after the probably later tonight or tomorrow, we'll see what the scorecards were.
Yeah,
but yeah, the official ones. Yeah.
Anyway, so good fight for sure. Certainly a step up. And certainly a really good learning fight for him.
Agreed, yeah.
And well done to Skeet.
Yeah, wins by TKO. Good win for Shiraz. Really good win. SGD says Yarde will be forced to throw counters off Lyndon's jab. Needs to reply with combos and pressure. Indeed. T says hit him twice when he was down. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. That's the
Ingle
thing.
wants the disqualification. He did. That's what I'm saying. He wanted it. Will Devin Haney win tonight, says Harry? I think so, but we shall see. Guys, as well, there's over 75 of you in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button. Thank you to those who have. If you haven't smashed the like button, please do. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. If you have done so, thank you. You're a legend for doing so. If you haven't, please do. It does help us out. And Devin Haney, talking to Devin Haney, we'll be doing that fight later on tonight, so stay tuned. And SGT says Haney should win. Agreed. Asha says for some reason the super chat isn't working, but Noah's trying to send one. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
T says if Skeet milked it, he would have got Shiraz disqualified. Credit to him for carrying on. Agreed. He didn't milk it at all, which is really, really impressive.
Whereas, I mean, perhaps Ingle would have milked it. But he could have milked it. You're right, and fair play. But Shiraz needs to be careful about that. He could have got disqualified. Genuinely, he could have gotten.
He could have.
That shouldn't be so hasty. I don't understand why he can't stop when he realizes that Skeet's taking the knee anyway.
Agreed. Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, he says need money in the bank.
Everyone does.
Is Shiraz Pakistani? He is Pakistani. Yeah.
Is he?
He is. He is. Yeah.
Pakistan.
He is. Yeah. F as well. Thank you for the £2 donation. Fair enough.
Oh, mate. Thank you, F, for the £2 donation. Thank you very much. Did you? Okay. So it's tested. Yeah.
Is Shiraz Pakistani? Yeah. He's British Pakistani, I guess. So yeah.
Kind of like Amir Khan, isn't it? Same thing.
Yeah. Exactly like Amir Khan. Yeah, exactly like that. But yeah.
What about Umar Khan?
Yeah, he's. I think he was a floater. So basically, if there's time, you get him in. He shouldn't be on now.
Is he Pakistani?
Yeah, he's British Pakistani as well. He's good mates with Hamza Shiraz as well.
A decent amount of British Pakistani fighters, kind of.
Indeed.
Coming up, probably inspired by Amir Khan, probably, right? Amir Khan was probably inspired by Prince Nasir Mohammed, I imagine.
Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah, for sure.
Everyone's getting inspired by the others. You can see how Ingle was absolutely off his.
He's off his nut. He was like, "Mate, this should be a disqualification." He wasn't happy.
Yeah, I mean, Is what it is.
I mean, I see where he's coming from. I think the issue is that what I would say is that Bradley Skeet, like fair play to him. He, as you know, someone said, he didn't milk it at all. He was really, really good. He just said, "Okay, look, yep, give me the time. I'm okay. I'll carry on." So yeah, warrior for sure. Harry Sperling says, "Who will win, Brook or Khan?" It's hard, but I'm going to go Amir Khan. I think we both will, but we will see. I think the build-up says a lot. He definitely won the press conference, that's for sure. I mean, Brook looked like a deer in headlights, didn't know what was going on. But fights are not normally one of the press conferences. They're one in the ring, so we shall see how that one plays. There's still a long way to go until that as well, so who knows. So big fights coming up. Leonardo versus Anthony Yarde. Cannot wait. Let's see what the how's the votes going as well.
Yeah, very, very close fight that they had for their first fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean,
He says Nas was from Yemen. Yeah, he was from Yemen, but he was of Muslim origin.
He's like a
color, and he was a British Muslim. I think that's the thing, right? So
yeah.
That's why.
Which inspired a lot of, in my view, inspired a lot of people who were Muslim and lived in Britain.
Yeah, it's true.
Like watching boxing, which is they were probably also inspired by the likes of Ali, who was also Muslim, for example.
Yeah.
And Tyson, who also at some point converted to Islam. You kind of think, oh, okay. And I think that has an impact on.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
people.
It does.
You know?
I agree. It does. Yeah. Harry Sperling says it's a hard one because they are both quite old and worn down. The thing is, right, it's a tough one because I feel like they are probably around about the same level. So in terms of same level, I mean, in terms of they deteriorated at the same level. So it will be a close fight. I think that's the biggest thing, right? That's why it will be competitive. I personally think Amir Khan in his prime, like, just schools Kell Brook. I think he was a level above. His resume says that as well. But Kell Brook is a very good champion in his own right and has had his own legacy as well, to be fair. And at this stage in their careers, it's a 50-50 fight. That's how I see it.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. And, you know, both of them have each suffered quite brutal KOs or TKOs in their careers. So, I mean...
And talking of 50-50 fights, the poll is exactly 50-50. 214 votes. 50-50 is the poll.
It's pretty mad. I feel like people are just voting
on purpose
to keep it 50-50.
They're trying to keep it nice, even numbers. Horace says Khan would have slapped Brook in his prime. I don't think he would have slapped him, but yeah, I get what you mean, Horace. T says Khan versus Brook is definitely 50-50, agreed. They're just showing Anthony Yarde's last fight, and also they're showing the clips, the highlights of the first fight.
So are they both? No, they're not. It's just
you can see in that last round, Anthony Yarde hurt him with the right hand right at the end of that 12th round. Definitely wobbled, but managed to survive, and then stopped his opponent in the first round of his previous fight as well.
Indeed.
T saying, "I'm fuming. It wasn't 5 years ago." Yeah, I mean, the issue is, I think the problem is there's a few problems. I think one, Brook was really too desperate for it, and he knew that Khan was seen as a better fighter. And then Khan also made it big in America and then had bigger fights, to be fair, to him as well. But I think, look, it's definitely is past the point where it would have been, like, it would have sat at Wembley. It would have sold out Wembley at one point. That's how big it was. Now, the fact that it's selling out Manchester Arena, most likely, kind of says it all. It's dropped from 80,000 venue to whatever it is, 30,000 venue, whatever it might be. So
it's still a big fight though in the UK, and probably the second biggest domestic
after
fight
Age of Fury
by popularity, rather than by
skill level,
or
Agreed, guys. Well, go on.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad it's at least happening, instead of it not happening.
Agreed. Ring walks beginning here, so it's going to be, of course, it will be Anthony Yarde to walk out first. He's got kind of fur, I guess maybe like a fur hood, Quite simple. Ty is going to be walking out, and he normally walks out to something quite interesting. So I can't.
Yeah, I hope it'll keep him warm. It's obviously cold.
Walking out to some kind of music. I don't know. I'm not really listening.
I'll have a little listen.
Yeah. Guys, well, over 75 of you in the chat, nearly 80 of you actually. So please remember to smash the like button if you haven't already before we start this main fight. Do get involved, like the video, subscribe to the channel, become part of the QualityShot family and community. And, you know, guys, like without you, genuinely, we would struggle. So thank you for your support. And we will be doing the Devin Haney fight later on as well tonight. And we've got a lot more watch-alongs coming up as well. T says it will still be a great fight. Yeah. Harry says, how long till the main event? So then Anthony Yard's doing the ring walk now. So he's obviously walking out first because he is technically the B side as he lost the first fight. And then Anthony Yard will come out. Sorry, not Anthony Yard. Lyndon Arthur will come out. And then hopefully we're going to get ready to rumble. All right, let's go, says T. I'm going for a Yard KO between 5 and 8. T, I agree. Oh, sorry. Let me put if someone wants to join quickly to give their predictions, I'll put the stream link in the chat. So let me know.
I think it'll probably be 2 minutes before they fight, won't it?
Yeah. So if you want to jump on, I know some people said they wanted to jump on to give their predictions. Jump on quickly before the start of the fight. Anthony Yard's in the ring, but obviously Lyndon Arthur's going to be doing his ring walk soon. So probably have about 3, 4, 5 minutes max. So the link's there. If you do want to call in, the link's there. Get involved if you'd like. It's in the chat. T says, I don't know why he gets so much stick. Tunde. Oh, what do you guys think about Tunde? I really like Tunde Ajayi, actually. I've actually talked to him a little bit on Instagram. He's quite a nice guy, to be fair. Look, I mean, I think it's just he's a bit different. Honestly, he's just a bit different. He's not everyone's cup of tea. I think he can definitely get under people's skin as well, the way that he is. And he's got a very specific way of training. And some people think that he's holding Anthony Yard back. I don't know if that's the case, but he's done a lot for Anthony Yard as he walks out with his Commonwealth and WBO. I think it's like a European belt. He says, I don't know why he gets so much stick. Yep. Jose Mayer says, another split decision tonight. Maybe. He says he just supports and believes in his fighters. It's true, he does, yeah. Jody McLean says, did McCann win? Yes, he did. Dennis McCann did win. Jody says they're too rugged for KOs and they only KO lower level competition. We'll see, I guess, yeah. I think you're maybe saying they're not as... what's the word? They're not as... Not accomplished is not the right word. I think...
They can't carry the...
They don't have the boxing IQ. He doesn't have the boxing IQ to systematically break down a fighter and KO him of a certain level. We'll see, I guess, today, right? Because Lyndon Arthur, I think, is almost... He's fringe world level, probably, I would say. I don't think either fighter's world. I think they're both fringe world level. So we're about to find out and see how this one pans out. Still 50-50 in terms of the votes, by the way. 224 votes, crazy. Really amazing to see that. Guys, if you do want to come on the channel with us to stream for like before this fight, so obviously Lyndon Arthur's coming into the ring. He's actually in the ring, I think.
It's probably going to be a minute. He's in the ring now.
Yeah. Do come on now. I think it was someone earlier on mentioned about calling in. If you want to call in before the fight starts to quickly discuss it with us, feel free. The link's there. Otherwise, yeah, enjoy the stream. He says, well, he nearly got Kovalev out of there. He did. That was one round, though, to be fair. He did hurt him, but Kovalev controlled him for pretty much the majority of the fight, right? So I think that's the issue. Definitely has power. No one doubts that. I think it's more about seeing how whether he can systematically break down and I think pace himself as well. Will he gas out? Let's see. Jose Mayer says, I agree. They're good and evenly matched, expecting a lot of swing rounds. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, light heavyweights, so we're going to see a very interesting fight. I'm very much looking forward to this fight. This is the fight that obviously we've been looking forward to. And funnily enough, we've got a slight swing in the votes, 51% Arthur. And it's crazy. I'm sure that will change even as the fight's going on. I'm sure people's minds will change.
as a snapshot as to where we stand just before the fight actually begins, I guess it's 51 for Arthur, right? But we'll wait another minute, which is when the fight's about to start, and then I think we can have one final glance at it. If it is 51, that's where we're finishing off at.
Guys, as well, we've got 100 people in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button if you haven't already. If you have done so, thank you. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. Get subscribing. Become part of the Quality Shot community and family. If you have already subscribed, thank you very much. Please make sure you hit the notification bell as well. We're going to be doing this main fight, and we're going to be doing Devin Haney later. Looking at Anthony Yarde's stats, never won a fight that's gone past 7 rounds, which, to be fair, hasn't happened very often. A superior 87% KO record compared with, obviously, Lyndon Arthur as well. We've got T saying here, Yarde looks so comfortable. I think he's going to be, he's going to do the job tonight. I feel like Yarde going to go for it early. If he goes for it early, he better get the job done because he's going to gas out then if he goes for it that quickly, if he really comes out swinging. But if he paces himself, who knows? Who knows indeed? We've got Stacks. Stacks, do you want to, I'll bring you into the chat quickly, give us your prediction. How you doing, mate?
Hey.
All good, bro.
How you doing? How do you think this fight's going to go?
Boy, I think Anthony Yarde might do it this time, you know, bro.
Yeah, what's your prediction? What round?
Boy, I'm thinking maybe like 7.
7, okay.
Okay.
So going to knock him out. I mean, I think he's definitely going to be pedal to the metal, isn't he? For sure. Early doors, that's for sure. But yeah. You're just breaking up, mate.
You know, he's learned.
Yeah, that's true. He might learn from the mistakes in the first fight. I think he definitely is switched on. We're just about to get the guys touching gloves. Stacks, thank you very much for calling in. And we will be doing more of this as well, probably in between fights next stream. But thanks for being the first guy on as well. Enjoy the fight, mate. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Cool, bro. Nice one.
Cool. Cheers. Thanks, Stacks.
Thanks for that, Stacks. Thank you for for getting involved. Jay, do you like Dixon? Oh, no, okay. She says, yeah, normally he starts slow. Nearly got me there. She says, yeah, normally he starts slow. Arthur points or Yarde KO, Yarde decision. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Right, here we go. Who is starting off here? 50-50%, by the way.
There you go. Lock it in. That's it. 50-50 is the user's.
Oh, good jab from Lyndon Arthur, but then a 1-2 from Yarde. A lot of twitching going on here. You can see, look, both guys look so switched on. Bit of wrestling straight away as well. Crazy. Bit of wrestling. It's tied up in the clinch. Yarde's trying to work on the inside. Arthur trying to stop him from doing it. They both look so up for this. Good jab from Arthur. Then goes and clinches with Yarde. He's going to be doing that. He's going to try and jab and stop him from coming on the inside. Good wrestling from Arthur as well. Wrestling Yarde into the ropes. He's using his strength, which you'd expect Yarde to be stronger, but Arthur's doing well in the clinches there, early doors. Yarde, you can see, trying to be a bit more on the front foot, but hasn't had much success yet. Looking quick, though, with that jab, trying to flick it out. All punches down at Arthur, just missing. Good from Yarde. Got Arthur up against the ropes. Yarde gets out the way there. Good movement there. Good jab to the body from Yarde as well. Good jab from Arthur, and then a 1-2. Doesn't quite catch him with the right hand. Oh, 1-2 from Yarde. Yarde's got Arthur in trouble there. It's a left hook. I thought he was hurt, but he's not. But it's a good shot from Yarde. The first two don't. Oh, the first two definitely didn't clip good. Right hand to the body there from Anthony Yarde.
Ooh. Yeah, Yarde coming out far more stronger, like compared to the first fight. I mean, he's much quicker, looking for the kill much earlier now. 100%.
Good jab from Lyndon Arthur, and then a 1-2 doesn't quite catch him flush. It's kind of partly clipped his gloves, partly land on the chin of Anthony Yarde there. Really fast start from both fighters here, looking really sharp. Oh, a bit of wrestling up against the ropes. He's got Yarde up against the ropes here, but he's just trying to wrestle and trying to make sure that Yarde can't throw any uppercuts or short hooks in the clinch, right? Because that can be hurtful. Yarde's got power, we know that. Oh, good jab from Lyndon Arthur, ramrod jab, and he throws it from the hip, which means it's a lot harder to sight rather than straight from the shoulder. I nicked that from Carl Frampton, actually. Good right hand from Yarde. Doesn't catch him. Extremely flush. Clips Arthur. Arthur smiling there. And again, wrestling with Yarde, trying to make sure he can't work on the inside. Good uppercut from Yarde. He's really working on the inside. He's trying to make sure that, you know what, I'm going to keep working. Who do you give that to? Who have you given that? Who have you given that round to?
I'm giving that to Yarde, to be honest. Yeah, I'm giving that round to Yarde.
I think definitely in terms of jabbing wise, Arthur had some good jabs thrown, but I agree. I think Yarde a little bit too solid in that. Trevor Biddle says, "Hey lads, can't wait for this. Going to be a full-on battle. Yarde definitely going to be better." We've got someone join quickly. JS, quickly, let me know how do you think this fight's going to go? Oh, he muted himself. Okay, that's fine. Hey lads, can't wait for this. It's going to be a full-on battle. Yarde definitely going to be better. Will Lynn keep up the good commentary? Big up from Bids, Wet Minds, Gypsy. Thank you, Trevor. Appreciate it. Katie Maple fans says, fan of channel today. Arthur wins. Thank you from Toronto. I'm Cambridge, UK born. Wow. Keep the talking coming, boys, says SJ. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Keep up the good work. Everyone as well for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Fast start from Yarde. He clips Arthur with a left hook as he dips down. Definitely caught him, hurt him a little bit there. Yarde's come out really sharp here early doors. Arthur's had some success with the jab, but he's been clipped a couple of times like he wasn't in that first fight, and that's a bit of an issue here for sure. A pouring jab from Arthur doesn't land. Yarde then tries to jab himself, then goes to the left hook. He's looking for that lead left hook at times, almost. Well, I don't want to make comparisons because I know Tunde's made it, but the Roy Jones lead left hand, that left hook, obviously not throwing it at the same level, but it's the same type of idea. He's trying to go in with the left hook and then get on the inside ASAP. Yarde is starting to look stronger and stronger as this fight progresses, but Arthur's doing pretty well in the clinches, to be fair to him. Some good jabs as well. He just needs to be a bit more loose with the head movement. Make sure he's not getting caught with that left hook. That seems to be the problem punch. Let's see. So another clinch here now. Got 1 minute 30 of the second round to go. It's a wild overhand right from Yarde, throwing twice an uppercut. The uppercut doesn't really land. Good from Arthur. He's just trying to make sure he doesn't let Yarde land anything clean here. It's a clinch again. Uppercut from Yarde. Then a right hand to the body in the clinch. But again, neither really landing anything meaningful. Good jab, though, from Arthur. Snapping the head back of Yarde. Yarde coming forward. He's looking to fight on the inside. But Arthur's trying to stop him. He's literally got his arm round. He's got his arm round Yarde. He's trying to stop Yarde from fighting at all on the inside.
Yeah.
50 seconds to go. It's very hard to call this round. I think Yarde came out quickly in the start, and then and then Arthur's done well with the jab. Then good. That's a really good jab to the head, and then a right hand to the body from Lyndon Arthur, and then goes into the clinch, doing his work, and then going in straight away to clinch. Very interesting. Keep the comments coming, guys. Well, I'll get to them after this round. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Over 130 of you here. Really appreciate it. Oh, uppercut from Arthur again. Not in that landed. It just brushed almost the chin of Yarde. Very hard round to call this one. Good right hand from Arthur in the clinch. But the uppercut misses, and an uppercut from Yarde to the body again doesn't really do much. Tough to give that one to Arthur, but I'm sure it's really hard.
Yeah, I'm giving that one to Arthur as well. But yeah, that was a really tight round there.
So I think that's 1-1. I'm just going to quickly go through the comments. Leg went a bit there about that first round. Yep, Yard won. Yeah, he definitely won the first round. It's not going 12 at this pace. Definitely a frenetic pace in that first round. Second round, a bit less, but started off quick. Thomas says, I want a Yard for KO. Joseph says, Yard clearly wants some respect for this fight. And Thomas says, I've got a bet on it. Joseph says, but Arthur is no slouch. Indeed. Callum says, greetings from Paris. Yard to win by KO. You know how we do, says, let's all agree Yard's going to go for the KO. He's definitely going to go for the KO, 100%.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yard says, Thomas says Yard needs the KO. Yeah. I think if he's going to fight at this pace, he will. And I think, obviously, Arthur, the longer the fight goes on, the more success he'll have. Fendi says Arthur being smart, trying not to tire Yard out because he knows Yard is powerful. So, yeah, he's leaning on him, getting him in the clinch, trying to tire him out for sure. Or Twitch there. Jab missing there. Hoffman Halftree says proper commentary. Salute first. Thank you. Jab from Lyndon Arthur just missing Anthony Yard. Right hand from Arthur, from Yard, even missing the target though. Just out of range. Jab to the body from Yard. Finds its mark. Then goes right hand twice. The first one doesn't land. Second one just brazing the chin of Arthur. Yard's really looking for that right hand. He really is. We haven't seen many right hands thrown from Arthur, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. You can see Arthur he's really trying to just dip in, make sure that Yard doesn't have any room to work on the inside. Again, yeah, just tying him up. Interesting. Arthur saying to Yard in the clinch, let's go. Very interesting. Good jab from Arthur. Yard goes to the left hook, misses the target. This round again, so far, very difficult to call. 1 minute 20 left. It's definitely a really good clash of styles here. Good jab again from Arthur. Just flicks it out. Scoring shot. Good right hand from Arthur there. Again, not quite sure that landed flush. Didn't snap the head back of Yard, but clipped him. Now Yard has got Arthur's got Yard up against the ropes. Oh, good jab to the body from Yard in the clinch. Arthur's just leaning on, you know what, this is a tactic. This is definitely a tactic. He's trying to do the Tyson Fury. Lean on the fighter, tire him out. Look at this. Look. He's literally leaning against him onto the ropes. Yard is strong. Yard should be pushing him back. He shouldn't be letting him lean on him. He should know I shouldn't be getting lent on there. He's definitely in the fight. There's no doubt. Some people probably might even have him up, to be fair. But that's going to tire him out if he keeps on getting in those clinches and then being pushed all the way back onto the ropes. Good jab. Good double jab from Lyndon Arthur there. Yard looking for the uppercut. Just missing that right uppercut. Whizzes past the face of Lyndon Arthur. Right hand from Yard. Just clipping the... good right hand from Yard again. He's definitely had a couple... good right hand again. And Arthur nods to Yard. But I tell you what, that couple of right hands there, Mohammad, how do you see that?
Yeah, definitely a Yard round there. I mean, you could make the argument that potentially Arthur is looking to tire him out. You can see him leaning. You can see him, ultimately allowing Yard in many respects to try and just come forward and throw a bunch of punches. But maybe he's trying to gas him out potentially. But he's certainly lost that round. I mean, I think if Arthur is to win this fight, and if he's going for the strategy of tiring Yard out, then I assume he's going to start winning the later rounds, mid to late rounds. That's what he's waiting for. But it's really dependent on whether Yard starts gassing out or not. And Yard might catch him with quite a few heavy punches, as he just did at the end of that round that just concluded. Some really good heavy right hooks. Yeah,
Richie's got Yard up around same. We've got exactly the same scorecard.
Yeah, I've got Yard up by 1.
Yeah, we've actually called the rounds exactly how he has. Jay says Yard is hard to fight. Tara says Arthur can pick him off when Yard is tired. A lot of comments here. We will get to them. Thank you for good jab to start off the round from Arthur, setting the tone in. Now you can just tell that Yard is going to come swinging after that. That's for sure. He's not going to want Arthur to have this round, but that was a good start there. Very good jab. Adam saying Arthur knew Yard was coming for the knockout. It's true. Trevor says really good commentary, lads, letting us know what's going on. Big up respect from Bidsy Westmith.
Yeah.
Westman's Gypsy, thank you. And still, inshallah, and still. He's saying, I think for Lyndon Arthur, round 4 here, 2 minutes to go in this round, 2 minutes 15 even. All good right hands to the body from Yard. Yard is just going for the kill hit. Good right hand to the body again. Good left hook. And then he's unloading on Arthur. This is gonna hurt. This is really good.
Arthur's just trying to keep that guard up.
Arthur's smiling, but this is a lot going on here from Yard. Arthur, to be fair though, he's doing well to just hold him off. He's fending him off. There was a couple of right hands to the body that landed. Apart from that though, not a huge amount. I think Arthur's trying to do almost a rope-a-dope. I think. Oh, he's dropped him. He's dropped the right hand. Oh, a big right hand. God, and Arthur's down. That could be big. Arthur is down. That is a big, big right hand. That is a huge right hand. Is he? He's called the fight.
God, he called it off.
Oh, he's out. Oh, he's out. What a win for Anthony. He roars to the crowd. What a win. What a win. Wow. I tell you what, that is a ridiculous. And you know what he says? He says to the camera, lines in the camp, and he can definitely say that. What happened there? Was he just completely out of it? Was he just completely concussed? Is that why he called it off?
I can't believe it. I mean,
he is. Look, he's not even complaining about it, dude. He's out.
Yeah, I mean,
he's out of it.
Wow.
What a win!
Well done to.
What a win! What a win!
We were wrong about prediction. Well, I mean, in a way, we thought if Yard does win,
wow.
But
so
man,
4th round, Yard gets the KO. What a punch! Wow. Sam Hill said, "Who won?" Well, I can tell you who won. That was Anthony Yard just knocked out Lyndon Arthur. We did say that, look, if he was going to knock him out, he probably best chance of doing it was early because it looked like Arthur was trying to tire him out, right? And it probably would work. But the issue is that, look, Yard just came out and said, nope, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to back myself here to get you out of here. Landed some hurtful shots, set him up. Really, really impressive. Guys, there's over 140 of you in the chat. 3 things. Please remember to smash the like button if you haven't already to the stream. Really do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel as well. We really do appreciate it. It really helps out. Liking and subscribing helps us to grow as a channel and also helps us to get this video out here and this channel out here. We are growing. We really do appreciate it. It really helps us with the algorithm on YouTube. Mohammad, what do you think?
Lines in the camp, Yard. What a performance! I mean, it looks like Arthur's strategy. I assume his strategy was try and gas Yard out, but it didn't work. I mean, Yard connected too much too often. Was really good at trying to cut the ring off, and very very successful with the hooks and the uppercuts, and that barrage of punches was enough and did the job. So I mean, well deserved by Yard. His strategy completely paid off.
We're just having a look at the replay. So the right hand to the body, then goes right hand to the head, and then just absolutely pummeling the body. That left hook there. You can see he's just going at him. Uppercuts. He literally unloaded the clip there. Look, he had a bit of a break there, and then just went, okay, gonna keep going. Here you go. Here you go to the body, and then it was that right hand that's coming up. What a right hand! It's a short right hand as well, but just did the damage, and it was accumulation of punches. It was just hurtful finishing from Anthony Yard. And I tell you what, if he fights like that against anyone in the light heavyweight division, he's going to be a handful. He will be a handful. It's not to say he's the best. We know that he still will have some weaknesses, as all fighters do. But him against the winner of Joe Smith Jr. and Callum Johnson is what they're lining up. I tell you what, will definitely have a decent chance in that fight. T says lines in the camp. Jay Frost says rematch. I don't think he'll get the rematch because it's conclusive. That's the issue. I think if it's a close decision and controversial one and Yard wins, then I think yes. And the fact that he got knocked out is clear cut. That's the problem.
Yeah, this is clear.
Thomas says, I told you guys. If anyone says, oh my God, I can't believe it. I guess lions are in the camp. Pastor says, Yard gets revenge. He did indeed. I just won 6K. Nice. Oh, well done, fair enough. Anyway, says, just won 250. Thanks, Yard. I won 25K.
Nah.
Really? You took it too far, mate. I don't believe that. Show me the receipts, as they say. Ronald Clark said, Yard bossed him. Indeed. Pastor Spencer Fearon was right. Yeah, obviously Spencer Fearon good mates with Tunde Ajayi, but he gives really good insight. And yeah, I actually met him at London Bridge Station. We had a chat about it was after AJ lost to Ruiz. Really nice guy. Abdul says, really good fight. Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, it really was. Fendi says, if they have a trilogy, I guess it would be the same Yard KO. You never know, but I think the issue is, right, is that you can't, there won't be a rematch. Thomas says, Yard going all the way. I got my 7 cases SGT. Bread. Trevor says, oh my days, didn't think it would have ended that soon. I thought it was going to be a war till the late rounds. Got to do it again now. New Yard was going to be so much better. Respect to him. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it again. I wouldn't mind seeing. To be fair, I wouldn't mind seeing it again, just because to see whether it'll be different. But in saying that, I think whoever's won this fight, which is Yard, deserves a shot at the winner of Joe Smith Jr. Callum Johnson. So I hope we see that. Callum says Yard Smith Jr. next summer. I actually think I genuinely think Callum Johnson might win that, to be fair. He's powerhouse. Danny says, thanks for the commentary, lads. Glad I tuned in. No worries. Thank you, Danny, for tuning in. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. Thomas says, seriously, guys, I did. It was my better view. Okay, well, if you did, then fair enough.
Yeah, then well done.
If you didn't, then you suck. No, I'm joking. Thank you, guys. Like, seriously, amazing to have so many of you on. Thank you to everyone that has joined in. Please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do get involved. Be part of the Quality Shot family. I'll put the link in the link to the stream in the chat. And if we'll probably have like maybe 10 minutes of people if they want to come on and if you guys want to chat and give us your reaction, then we can and what you think happened. And if not, then we'll wrap up in a bit. But yeah, surprising. I thought surprising.
Yeah, it is surprising. I think we both expected it to last longer than 4 rounds. We did think Arthur was actually implementing had a clear strategy and that he was trying to do the rope a dope and gas Yard out, but clearly he was affected by those punches. And Yard came out completely differently to that first fight, where he was far more timid in that first fight. I mean, it's a completely different person that we're seeing in the second fight. And if Yard, as you said, comes out like this in his fights, and maybe he's got the benefit of hindsight and knowing what kind of character he's fighting against, maybe he wouldn't be so eager in a future fight with someone else if he didn't fully appreciate who he's going up against. But given he's got the benefit of hindsight, knowing what Arthur is like as an opponent, he probably thought, okay, let's just give him hell for the first few rounds, and I'm sure we'll be able to get him out there. And it paid off. So what on to Yard? I mean, like many people in the first fight, I did have Arthur winning that fight on points. Same. I think he did win that fight on points. Agreed. I don't think that was a controversial decision. No. But I think similarly, it's not controversial here. It's a clear cut. Yard clearly wins this fight. It's obvious. Nothing controversial about it. I don't think there's any need for a third fight. I mean, I really don't think. I don't think people would want to see it as eagerly, and the reason why is because of how non-controversial the victory is for Yard. I mean, if there was a bit of back and forth and the fight had lasted longer and gone to maybe the 8th or 9th round, or maybe if Arthur managed to recover and then survive the round and the fight continued, etc., then maybe. But I mean, so clear cut, and he wasn't complaining about the early the stoppage by the referee. So very clear. Yeah. Very clear.
Fantastic finish, I thought, and well executed from Anthony Yard. And as you said, I think Arthur had a clear strategy. Tried to lean on Yard, right? Tried to lean on him.
Yeah.
And can't tire him out. He was too open and defensively wasn't as good as I think he was in the first fight. Obviously, he didn't have that much coming at him compared to what he did in this fight, to be fair.
Yeah.
But just look, I mean, you can do that if you want to do something similar to the rope-a-dope, you have to have the skills of someone like Muhammad Ali. I think that's the issue, right? And he doesn't, like, hardly anyone did, if anyone. It says a lot about look at the tactic can work. I think leaning like Tyson Fury can work, but you've got to be very tactical with it. I think he just got clipped too often, unfortunately, and it just came out to bite him. Fenny says Haney Diaz next. I hope Haney wins, but man, upset's been happening. It's true. Obviously, yeah, do get involved. I think we'll probably just do the main fight because this is overrun. So we'll probably start around 3:45 a.m. probably UK time. I think they'll start around 4, so maybe just 5, 10, 15 minutes before that. And then, just cover that fight to get involved. As she says, low-key Arthur ain't on the elevated level of Yard. Yeah, maybe. I think that probably shows that. Trevor Biddle says, good commentary, lads. Best I've heard, telling us exactly what's going on. No problem at all. Thank you, Trevor. Appreciate it. Everyone hit the like, peep, show some respect. Thank you. Yeah, do like the video if you don't mind. Do subscribe as well if you want more content like this. Do appreciate it. Thank you. Guys, helps us to grow. Amazing fight. Not going to read the name because it's a troll. Thomas Island says, when you got guns, use them. When you got guns, it's true. It's true, man. If you're going to be muscle bound like that, you better use that power, man. And he's got power. So, I think, and to be fair, this is for all sport, really, but especially for boxing as well. You want to utilize the best attributes you have, and I think that's something that Yard didn't do in the first fight. He didn't utilize the attributes he had. This fight, he's utilized the attributes he has, utilized it to the best of his ability, got the job done. Unbelievable, finish and fight. Really, really impressive. I'll tell you what, he deserves all the credit because, look, both looked very, very sharp at the start. Both looked incredibly sharp at the start, and just really, really impressive. Really, really impressive.
Yeah, and it makes the first fight more. Like I said before, I mean, the first fight it's really confusing why he came out the way he did for the first fight, and you can't help but to think part of it might be the hindsight they had for the second fight. I mean, I don't know how easily he will come out in this way for future fights. I mean, he might just revert back to, the feints and trying to suss his opponent out going forwards again. But maybe what he's learned as a lesson, as you've said, is not to be afraid to use his power and try and go for the knockout a bit earlier, because he certainly didn't do that for the first fight. I mean, I think he needs to. I think what he's learned, hopefully, is that very thing, which is that, if I need to, I can go up the gears and put pressure on my opponent, try and back him against the ropes and go for the kill instead of fainting and being a bit kind of anxious about what my opponent has waiting for me.
Yeah, agreed. Fanny said, just looked at the KO again. Arthur definitely gave up. Oh, I don't know if he gave up. I don't think he. I saw it in slow-mo. I don't think he gave up. I think he was just
rattled and probably
he was hurt, man. He was hurt.
He probably thought, if I get up again, I don't have the equilibrium in place to avoid getting my face planted onto the canvas next in the next few seconds. Like, if he took a few more heavy shots, it'd probably be a far more embarrassing, knockout for a fighter. He might have actually just completely, had his face on the canvas and everything, you know what I mean, and been unable to make the count. So maybe he decided that, I just don't have it right now for me to continue. So I might as well quit and not look so embarrassing, not have some sort of show reel of my face, all spread across the canvas, right? So
to be fair as well, like he must have been concussed. Like, he didn't even get up for a while. To be fair, after that as well, like carnage, like absolute carnage. Really, really impressive from Anthony Yard. But yeah, really, really good. Guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Unless you got any closing words.
No, nothing to say. A really exciting fight though, really explosive. Well done to Yard. gone to Yard.
Indeed. Cool.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and yeah, we'll be on again shortly.
Yeah, we'll be on for the Devin Haney fight. So yeah, get involved. Make sure you like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you later.
Yeah. Peace out.